on there too? I don't care. Fuck
Yeah.
YouTube, right? Oh, we're live, so we can say fuck YouTube to YouTube, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up,
All right.
guys? A friend of mine. This is Mr. Rehl. You may know him. He's a very famous and important guy in my life and our lives. And we're gonna play the intro, and then we're gonna talk to Zach. So welcome, everybody. We got a lot of people waiting for you, bud.
Yeah.
We can even do a commercial tonight already. Wow. That only takes a couple minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Are you on Rumble?
Yeah. I don't have a. I don't remember what the name is. Let me see. I'm on Rumble, but yeah.
So we can share that out. What's up, Gavin Newsom?
Yeah, it's just Z-Real.
Okay. We went to go to. We heard that there was a good buddy of mine, Mike Casper. He called me one day. He's like, Eddie, there's a veteran out here. He's 101 years old. He just died. He has no family left, and nobody's going to his funeral. Can you come to our funeral? And it was all the way up in Oregon. So me and my buddy drove like about 10 hours to get there, and so they gave us the brass left over. It was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, how's everybody doing? Welcome. We got a good friend of ours, a good friend of the show, a very patriotic man, Mr. Zach Rehl. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. How are you doing today?
Today, not too bad. Yeah, I just went camping for the weekend, so I just got back a little bit ago. So, trying to enjoy the freedoms, enjoy the outdoors a little bit after being cooped up in prison for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awful. I mean, such a shame what they did to you. And but I wanted to start off with this. First off, who is Zach? Who are you?
Well, obviously, I was one of the 5 Proud Boys who were charged and convicted of seditious conspiracy, which was a total bogus, made-up charge. None of us are guilty of seditious conspiracy at all. You were at the trial. You're actually a witness, and I thank you for that. You did awesome. Just for your listeners, Eddie was the man on the stand. Like
Thank you.
Like I didn't laugh so much during trial the whole time when he was up there. He was getting smart and just owning the hell out of the prosecutor, who was just an absolute douchebag. And he had a response for everything. Everything this guy said. This guy tried to make Eddie look bad, and Eddie was just snap back with something, and it was great. But other than that, like, it was a 6-month trial. Like I said, complete BS. January 6th wasn't planned by Proud Boys. January 6th was planned by the government, the Democrats. Yeah. They planned that crap, and then they pinned it on everybody else. Unsuspected people who just got caught up in just the drama that happened down there that day, and at the end of the day, what they wanted was President Trump, and that's why they charged some of us with seditious conspiracy, because they actually wanted to charge President Trump with seditious conspiracy. They just never got around to it because he tied them up in pretrial motions, and they didn't have time to go to the DC case prior to the election. So
yeah. I think also they wanted to scare everybody, so they'll never speak up. They'll never stand out for themselves anymore because they're afraid. Oh, I'm going to go to jail for 22 years, or
right.
16.
Absolutely.
In your case, right? 16 or 17?
15 years.
Okay.
Yeah. And the government wanted more. They actually appealed our sentence because they didn't think our sentences were long enough. They asked the government for 30 years to life. Now, mind you, I wasn't convicted of anything violent at all. We were convicted of no assaults at all. And
they tried hard, though. They tried hard with the pepper. Oh, look, he has pepper spray in his hand. It's like, no, he doesn't.
Exactly.
Or the water bottle.
Right. And exactly. Like, even the biased jury wasn't buying it either. So like what ended up coming down to was the January 6th House Committee did a lot of work to basically tarnish our reputation throughout our entire pretrial process. A lot of people don't notice, but like all of our major court dates prior to the trial were actually the January 6th House Committee would have some big event hearing or whatever, and they blasted all over the headlines and everything. And it was all to push the propaganda, and they would talk about the Proud Boys and these things. And like when we had jury selection came. Well, we were doing jury selection when they released their final report. So
Yeah.
while we're interviewing these jurors for our trial, they're all saying the Proud Boys are pieces of shit. We need to throw them under the prison. Like they're trash, this that. The judge is like, oh, do you think you could be unbiased for the trial though? They're like,
Sure.
yeah, sure I can. And he's like, okay, great. Like any other case or trial where you have people coming in talking that much shit to or about the defendants, they automatically get dismissed from jury duty. But
Yeah.
in our case, it was great. Like they had all these preconceived notions about us, and it didn't matter. And while this report was making headlines, during the jury selection, the judge had to go make sure when you go home, you don't watch the news, you don't listen to what's going on with the January 6th House Committee, and they're all like, "Sure thing, Judge. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure thing." It was a total charade the whole freaking time. So we had zero chance to win. We had very biased left wing jury, which let's
Yeah.
see, DC voted 93% for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Wasn't
So
the
I mean,
foreman also the president of the Black Lives Matter in DC or something like that?
I think he was like a trans rights part of some trans rights group or something, some
Mhm.
super lefty group, whatever. But there was another juror on there that actually worked for the Biden administration. I forget the exact department, but
Mhm.
judge didn't see a problem with that either. It's just, oh no, this isn't political. We're having this trial based on these men's actions, and it was just like, no, you didn't, because they didn't even talk about what we did that day at all. Now, the whole trial was about what the Proud Boys did prior to January 6th and what Proud Boys did after January 6th.
With
Literally,
their edited videos. With
with
their ed
edited videos. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, you probably remember this. They actually, when you were on the stand, they brought in a video uh,
Important.
after, like 5 6 months after we were already arrested, and they used that against us to inflame the jury's emotions. It's just like
I
we're
was
sitting in prison and we're getting videos thrown at us at trial that like
That's
the
the
judges
video
ignored
of
through it.
the van ran it. So we had the Summer of Love in Portland. The van drove in, tried to run us over, and so we stopped the van. We pulled the guy out. We pepper sprayed him, and of course, you know what's going to happen. You tried to run
Yeah.
over a whole bunch of patriots. So they
Oh
showed
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and I remember that because he's showing the video footage, and I was like, "So excuse me, but how come you're not showing the 10 seconds before that when he ran into us?" And
hmm
he's like, "We don't have that video." I said, "Bullshit! You have all my videos because this is where you got it from, my video, and I know
hmm
it's on there." You know,
yeah.
because all they
Oh
do is
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, I remember that, and like that was just one of many. Like they spent more time showing videos from events, like for November 14th, I think it was. That was
Mm,
the Million MAGA March Part One.
yeah,
None of us were there. I mean, me and my co-defendants. None of us were even there, but they kept showing videos and video and video and video after some fights that broke out at that event, and we were getting the blame for it. And it was the judge was totally cool with it. Like, how are you allowed to introduce videos of an event that the defendants aren't even at? But
yeah.
like I said, it was all a charade just to inflame the jury's emotions, so that way they would find us guilty no matter what, whether we were guilty or not, and we weren't guilty. You
Of
know,
course
I'm
not.
a I'm a military veteran. I was in the Marine Corps, served 4 years.
Thank you for your
I
service.
wouldn't. I would. My pleasure. But I would never show up to the capital of the United States of America, the most powerful country in the world, unarmed, and try to overthrow the government. That
Yeah,
didn't happen, and I didn't it never. And if, like I said, if I did that, yeah, I mean, who shows up to try to overthrow the government unarmed? You know what
yeah,
I mean? Like that says everything right there. You need to know.
yeah. And think about it this way. The people that were there are probably the most heavily armed people in America. Yet
Oh yeah,
there wasn't one single gun, but yet we're all armed Americans. But we didn't show up with the gun, and we were
yeah.
trying to take over the government. Yeah,
And you know why nobody had guns? Because DC doesn't allow it. It's against the law to have guns in DC. So but we were literally showing up as law-abiding citizens, and then we got made out to be like these monsters that tried to overthrow the government. And it's just like, what? So I didn't assault nobody. I didn't fight no cops. I didn't forcibly enter the building. I walked in 45 minutes after people are already being let into the Capitol through two open doors. I walked around, took some selfies, took some pictures of the statues and stuff, and I walked out. That was it. But that doesn't sound like somebody who tried overthrowing the government.
Not at all.
So
And in my footage, and you guys had it all. I don't know why any of your attorneys didn't use it, but when we get right up there, so you and Joe and Ethan are right in front of me. We're all standing there, and the crowd just ran past us. None of you guys moved at all. Rufio was
oh
holding
yeah,
his hand like this, saying "Stop," and everybody's running past us. No Proud Boys are running up there, but yet we
yeah.
inside of it. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly, exactly. I actually had part of that on video too, and that was actually one video that was played over and over again during trial. Like
Mhm.
I was standing next to Joe Biggs, and we were just standing there. Um, we just collided with the big Trump crowd that was coming from the ellipse or whatever. And I remember hearing some like metal clashing or clanking or something like that, and some yelling or whatever. And I pulled my phone out and started recording it over my head,
Mhm.
and I walked over to where the bike racks were, and I'm recording, you know, people, trying to move the bike racks out the way so they could walk up the walkway. And I like I said, I want video, my own video, not doing anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not encouraging people to do anything, but I'm watching other people do it. And because I was just there, they're like, oh, yo, you were part of the skirmish to knock the bike racks over. And I'm just like, what? How do you figure? Like, I literally had this on video that I was no part of it. But, and then again, everybody ran. I didn't
Mhm.
run. I literally walked. Like I walked up the walkway to the inauguration stage where we all thought Trump was going to be giving a speech at because he
Yeah.
told everybody to go to the Capitol. I would meet you there. So
And then on any other day, there's no barricades there. You can walk right up to that spot.
oh
So,
yeah, and
yeah,
this it's interesting you mentioned that. Like, uh, the Supreme Court has ruled that you're allowed on those grounds. Anyway, it's been ruled. It's First Amendment protected grounds. You're allowed to be on the Capitol grounds, according to the Supreme Court. So
yeah,
they basically were telling people that they couldn't walk on the Capitol grounds by having these dinky little bike racks up, and people know their rights. You're allowed on grass. Like,
yeah,
and that's all people did. So
it's the people's house. So,
right,
Gray
exactly.
Eyed Jewel says, "Welcome home, Zach." We'll do a
Thank you.
couple real quick. Elaine, which is Taz and Roy, she asked, she asked if you went inside. I don't know if you can talk about that or not, but
Yeah, yeah. So, and the senior Capitol police officer testified about this during trial. At one point, I went in 45 minutes after people first started getting let in.
Mhm.
Now, they were actually, like I said, the Capitol police officer, he testified. He said after the first so-called breach, they allowed everybody in because they didn't want to make the crowd mad. He said this. We did not want to enrage the crowd anymore, so we allowed everybody to come in, and we just ensured that nobody did anything violent or destructive inside the Capitol. And that's why I ended up going in. I went in after Congress was dismissed for the day. They left. Mike Pence was gone already. And I'm on video again saying, "Hey, you guys want to go in?" They let everybody, they're letting people in. It might be the only time we can actually, some of us will actually ever get to check the Capitol out. It
Yeah,
wasn't no malicious plan. It was just like, "Hey, let's go be tourists." And like I said, I'm on video saying this,
yeah,
and I have had text messages saying this. And like again, it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. No, he was lying. Like, okay,
yeah.
whatever.
It's insane. It's totally insane, what they did.
Yeah.
And from what I remember, the only reason that they are able to convict you guys, they said there's one text message that's missing. We think that text message says that there was a plan. But
Hmm.
how can isn't that what they
Oh, no, oh,
did
so
on?
yeah, yeah. So one text message, according to them, might have explained some complex plan to overthrow the government of the United States of America in just one text.
Yeah.
But here's a funny thing: we actually just released some stuff from internal conversations with the FBI. They were having conversations between each other, and this came out during our trial. But I was actually reviewing them a couple days ago,
Mhm.
and the FBI agents actually said in their text messages, "We have all of Enrique Terrio's messages from all the chats that he was in and all the other guys were in, and none of them were deleted. They're all there." So they knew we didn't delete anything, but they went in front of the jury and lied anyway. They literally had internal conversations saying we have all the text messages.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that whole team was awful. I mean, I don't know if you know this. So my lawyer actually kind of quit on me because he got me off, and I'm
mhm.
like, no, I'm going to do it anyway. So he got mad and he kind of fired me in a
Yeah.
way. And so then right after the trial, I guess he was on vacation, and he's like, hey, I just got an email from the prosecution, and they said they want to make a deal with you if you don't testify.
Wow.
And what they told him is, he had responded, well, at one time he's like, are you going to arrest Eddie if he shows up? And they said, we cannot guarantee that we won't arrest him.
Hmm.
By using the won't there, that was their way of trying to scare me off.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're trying to blackmail you, basically. It's
Yeah.
crazy. That's what they do. That's what they do. Jeremy Bertino is no example. He's an
I
example
don't want
of that. I don't like him, and I'm not going to stick up for the guy. But
yeah.
he's the scumbag who went on the stand. For people who don't know, he lied out his ass, over and over and over again. But even he said on the stand that there was no plan. Like he said it.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing: he wasn't even there either. He wasn't there. But the reason why he testified against us is because they blackmailed him. He was
Mhm.
the only one out of the five of us who actually committed a crime because he was a felon and he was in possession of firearms and got caught. So the government said, you're going to plead guilty to seditious conspiracy and testify against your buddies here, or we're going to throw you in prison for 5 years.
Yeah.
And he did. He did whatever the hell he wanted. And he actually just recently had his charges dismissed, which is
Yeah.
disgusting. Disgusting, because like he literally is the only one who committed a crime.
Him, I mean, there's another one from Boston too. I don't want to mention his fat name, but
Mm. Yeah.
didn't he went
Oh, I know
state
you're talking.
too?
But he was the CHS. That guy.
Was he? Kenny?
Yeah. Who?
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that came out there in trial. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was undercover CHS, whatever. There's a lot of those guys. A lot of CHSs. We uncovered 24 during our trial, and not one CHS came forward and said that we had any plan. That in fact, the government blocked us from even bringing them up as witnesses
Mhm.
because they knew they would help exonerate us because there was literally no plan. Like these guys were embedded in all of our chats, literally
That's
paid
insane.
FBI informants, all embedded in our chats, embedded in our marching groups and everything. And in fact, there was actually one CHS who did testify for us.
Mhm.
He was there that day. He was text messaging his FBI handler as things were happening, and he said to his FBI handler, and I'm paraphrasing, but Proud Boys had nothing to do with this. A crowd started going crazy. They knocked the bike racks over, and everybody got herd mentality and followed that crowd. That's what
Yep.
he said to his handler. And we got him on the stand. Didn't matter.
Yep.
It didn't matter.
No. So I have I had my 360 camera going that day, and I had footage from up top. And
Mhm.
I don't know who put security guards on me, but there was some sluts. You know what I'm talking about when I say sluts.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So the
Mhm.
sluts were watching over me, and they come over and they're like, "Eddie, what's the plan?" And I was like, "There's no plan. We're gonna go party after this. That's it." And
Mhm.
I mean, that's all on video on top of the Capitol, but they didn't show any of that video. There was no
Yeah,
plan.
exactly. And they knew that, and they discussed that in the FBI internal chats. They knew there was no plan at all. There was actually one. There was one prosecutor who actually ended up quitting right right after we got charged with seditious conspiracy.
Mm,
Our lawyers would joke around and would say they said they would joke with him and be like, "Oh, what do you feel bad? You're going after these innocent men." And apparently, this guy said this case seems like a sinking ship, and I want nothing to do with it. So
wow.
realistically, he probably was just like, we're sitting here framing innocent people for some bullshit, and he just quit. So I mean, good on him if that's the truth, if that really happened. But the rest of the prosecutors is grimy scumbags, and so is the FBI. And all these firings that Trump's making, good
Mhm.
for him. I hope he keeps it up. He needs to keep doing it. He needs to keep firing. He needs to clean house. The only way you're going to clean house is firing all these scumbags.
100%. So Taz and Ray says, was the government and FBI behind all the arrests? If you can talk about that at all.
Yeah, I could talk about pretty much anything. And what do you mean by that? The government behind all the arrests? Because I got my house raided by the FBI. So they came at my house March 17th. I wasn't even obviously such a dangerous person that they didn't even come after me for 2 months. You know what I mean? So
How
like,
did I get raided before you did?
you got raided before me. Wow.
I did.
Oh yeah,
January
that's right.
21st.
Oh, it's
January 21st.
because they knew you had all the footage and they stole all your footage, which literally was theft. Like you could probably sue them for that, and you probably should. Like screw them,
Well, I've been
you know.
talking with Dan about it, but Dan says, do you want to sue the FBI or would you rather not be afraid to walk every day wherever you're going?
Dan, oh, I would get a second opinion
Yeah,
because we're not dealing with the same FBI right now. Like you have a 4 year window to make things right. After that, who knows? If the Democrat gets back in office, shoot, man, I might move out of the country. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
like, uh,
Where are we
but
gonna go though? That's better than even still. We're better than most companies.
that's the thing. Yeah, right. I mean, I love where I'm at. I love the country. It's just a joke. I'm not like these radical libtards. You know what I mean? And I'm not a criminal. I don't do anything illegal or anything. So I really don't have anything to worry about. So
Yeah. So I wanted to ask more about you. What made you become a patriot? What got you into political stuff? Were you just in a drinking club one day, and
um,
next thing you know, you're into politics, or?
no, no. So I was in college, and I was basically testing out some. I have a marketing degree. I went to Temple University, and then I went and got my master's degree for innovation management and entrepreneurship. So I was basically testing out algorithms and trying to learn marketing niches and everything like that. And one of the things at the time, Facebook was starting to roll out these Facebook Live where they wanted you to like record live videos and stuff. So I was all right. I helped run a political page at the time that me and my friends would just get together and just shit post, essentially, just post funny memes and news and everything. And I was like, let me test this out. Let me see what I could do. So I was like, I want to do something I'm actually passionate about. So I actually threw a rally in Philly, like a whole march, and because I seen this impeach Trump now march that the left was having, and I thought it was so ridiculous. Like at the time, Trump was only in office for like 4 months, and they're talking about impeaching him. This is 2017.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I do this rally and everything, and that's when I first encountered Antifa, and I seen how insane they were. Like 50 of them showed up with bats and clubs and everything to chase us away, and we did it. The Philly police did a good job of basically keeping them away from us. They Philly police hates Antifa, and
Mhm.
yeah, anytime Antifa gets violent, they defend themselves very well against Antifa. I'll just say that with um, but yeah. So then after that, I thought it was fun. I thought getting involved in politics was fun. I got to meet people, network, and everything, and that's always good. Networking with like-minded individuals is always good, no matter what. It's good
Sure.
for business. It's good for your mental psyche,
That's
all
why
that
you go to
whatnot.
clubs like the Elks Lodge or the Moose Lodge or stuff
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah, exactly, and that was no different. So I did a couple more, and then another one. I started promoting on some website, some radio podcast or whatever, and the guy was telling me, it's like, hey, why don't you check out the Proud Boys? Like I didn't even know who the Proud Boys were, but I was doing these events, and apparently a couple of them showed up to my events prior, but I never, no, I didn't personally meet any of them. So I ended up joining the Philly chapter and everything, and I met a lot of guys there, and that's why I started getting a little more involved and started meeting some of the guys in the Proud Boys who get active in politics. Which, like I said, it's a lot of people think that the whole Proud Boys is just like a big political organization, and it's not. It's not at all. It's a drinking club. Really, it's a fraternity.
Yeah,
So it's no different than college fraternities. Only you're dealing with people who aren't in college, or some of them are, but like for the most part, they're not. They're not in college anymore. They're just older guys, and they just want to get out, drink, network,
yeah.
do entrepreneur stuff, fundraising, and some do politics. I would say about 10% do politics. But
Yeah, we actually ours we started this thing where we went out and taught young men how to tie tie. Single who had
mm,
no fathers. We taught them how to tie a tie. We taught them how to go out, get job applications. We bought them
mm,
clothes. Taught them how to shave. All kinds of
mm,
good stuff like that. And that's what the Proud
mm,
Boys do. Everybody thinks we're a bunch of hate mongers, or well, I was. And then
mm,
but when I was in my chapter, they were all Mexicans because I live in California. There was a Fresno chapter.
mm.
Everybody was
Yeah,
Mexican. There was
yeah.
like two white guys, but yet
Oh
we're
yeah.
racist. We even had a gay guy from he became an American citizen, but he's from Africa. And he joined the
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of the Miami guys down there. There are a bunch of Cubans down there. Philly, we had black dudes, Asian, Hispanic. We had a gay Asian guy. Um, at our trial, we had two black guys from the Philly chapter testify for us, and then we had an Asian guy who was probably as well. He came out and he testified for us as well. But you didn't hear about any of that on the media.
No.
You didn't even know that there was, we didn't you didn't even know we had witnesses essentially. They, but
The only ones I knew about was Travis.
mm,
I know Bobby and Age were there, but they didn't let Bobby and Age go out and testify. They
mm.
kept a lot of your witnesses out. Jen Lowe showed up, and they wouldn't let her testify. It's kind of interesting.
Her
All that.
story was a little interesting. I don't really want to get too much into what happened with her, but
Yeah.
because I don't know the absolute truth behind it, but I'll just leave it at that. Like we chose not to bring her onto the stand, but there was quite a few people that they stonewalled us from bringing
Mhm.
you know, but when it came to us, when we wanted something done, it was like, oh, that's not relevant. You guys can't do it. No, no, no. But when the government wanted to do something, it was like, oh, they could do whatever they want. It's their case in chief. That's what the judge would say. It's their case in chief. When you guys do your case in chief, you guys could do whatever you want too. So it was just like, okay, fine, fine. So when we got that opportunity, we got shot down over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So it totally biased trial. Like I said, it was a Stalin kangaroo court essentially.
It was.
Show trial.
So the prosecution did make one mistake though. So I don't know if you remember, they didn't want the jurors to see me walk because they'd see
Mm.
how disabled I was. So remember,
Mm.
they forced me to be on the stand while the jurors walked out. But
Oh yeah,
Donnie was sitting right there at the juror's door, and every single juror stopped and petted Donnie. I'm like,
I remember
he's
that.
going to
They
help us.
loved it. They loved Donnie. They loved Donnie. Even the lawyers and the prosecutors were all like, when the jury was gone, they were all like, "Oh, we got to get selfies with this dog." It was great.
Yeah, they wouldn't share it with me though because they said you'll probably put it on X, and I was like, you sure? Right, I was.
Yeah, damn right.
So real quick, talking about your algorithms and stuff. I told you what happened today. I'm going to show it here real quick. So I tried to share this video link on Facebook today, and right here you can see it says that I violated my content violates um Facebook rules, and it says the thing that violated was defendzach.com. Facebook would not let me post this, and I just shared the link, but in the description on Rumble it said defendzach.com. So
Mhm.
Facebook won't let defendzach.com for some reason show up.
Well, I know exactly why. It's because there's a lot of Democrat operatives that work in these social media companies, and Facebook is no different. And it's sad, because like I would have been treated that I could have killed somebody, and my tweet my post wouldn't be censored. But because I went to the Capitol, I'm not allowed to raise money for my defense. And it just shows the double standard. You know what I mean? It's crazy that right there just shows you some of the problems we've been going through.
Yeah,
They tried to financially break me so bad, and they got social media companies to ban my link to my fundraiser. It's sick. Like that helped my family. That helped pay for lawyers. Like
yeah,
they took everything from me. They took military benefits from me. Like I disability pension that I was receiving. That's canceled. Like I never served, and I still don't have it back because I actually wasn't pardoned. I was commuted, and it's just one of the it's like I said, one of the many things that just shows that we've been going through from our government. And obviously Facebook didn't ban that on their own. Elon Musk, even uh, Mark Zuckerberg said recently that he would ban things because the Democrats would call him and threaten him with the FBI. So I am 99.9% sure you can't post that link because some Democrat somewhere forced him to do it. And they forced him to block my fundraiser, which is, like I
yeah.
said, it's sick.
We keep posting it, so if guys go to defendzach.com and you can help out Zach and his family. So I wanted to ask you. So I know the first thing you did was go and kiss your beautiful baby, uh, your new beautiful
Oh
baby
yeah.
wife, and all that.
Well, one wasn't the first thing because they met me down at the prison. The prison I was in Petersburg, Virginia, so I was about 6 hours from Philly. My wife didn't want to bring the little one because she was only I think she was only 3, so that's a long ride for a 6-year old or 3-year old. Sorry,
Yeah,
6 hour drive. But my wife came down. My oldest daughter came down, and a couple friends they drove down too. So that was great. I at least got to see one of my daughters when I
yeah,
first got out, and my wife as well. So that was wild. Like getting released. I got released an hour and a half after midnight. So I got released technically on January 21st, about 1:30 in the morning.
hmm
Um, on inauguration day, I was telling everybody prior. I was like, I'm going home on January 20th. I'm going home. I am. And some people thought I was out of my mind. The COs, they would talk shit. They're like, you're not going anywhere, dude. Like he might pardon you at the end of his 4 years. You're not getting out on January 20th. I was like, I'm getting out on January 20th. I know it. And
Yeah.
all day anxiously watch TV with a couple other inmates. And finally around 8:30 or whatever, we seen him sign the pardon and the commutations, and he said 14 people were commuted. Eventually, we'll probably upgrade those to pardons later after we review them. But everyone immediate release, get that over to the BOP, and we watched it. I didn't go anywhere right away.
Hmm.
I actually had to get locked in myself. We get locked in at 9 o'clock, and the CO was actually pretty cool. He's like, I feel bad. I really don't want to lock you in a cell. Like you're supposed to be free. Like I literally saw the thing get signed by the president. So, but eventually locked me in, and then like 15 minutes later, he came by with another CO. I heard my door unlock, and I was like, they opened it, and I was like, it's time, isn't it? And they're like, yes, sir, yes, sir. So I walked out. I walked out on the block, which is about 100 cells. So there's probably like 100, a little over 100 people there or whatever. And they all saw me walking out. And I said, yo, 4 North, it's been real. And they seen me get walking off the freaking block, and they just went fucking nuts, man. They start banging on the doors for like 5 minutes straight, screaming like, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, man. So it was pretty damn cool to leave that day, man. It definitely was.
That's
So, but
awesome.
then but then I had to wait for about 2 hours as they processed my paperwork out. So, but that
Sure.
was all right. But
What? But so you know what? I've been in some trouble in my life, and so I know what it's like. And I remember I'm
mm,
like, the first thing I'm going to do is go get a soda. Like, what
mm.
was the first thing other than kissing your family did you want
Ah,
when you got out of there?
Well, what I really wanted to go stop somewhere and get like a steak or some buffalo wings or something or some seafood. But I got out so late that there wasn't anything good open at the time. And so what I ended up settling for was, and you're on the West Coast, so you probably don't know what these are. Wawa and Sheets. I stopped at Wawa. Wawa is like
Mhm.
it's like a 7-Eleven on steroids essentially. They got all kinds of made to order food. You can get all kinds of things all 24/7. And
Yeah,
Sheets is like the competitor to Wawa. So like you get anything you want. You can get deep fried anything at Sheets at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's a great place to go to when you're in college and it's a Friday night and you're out drinking with your buddies at a party, and then you can just go waltz over to Wawa or Sheets at 3 a.m. drunk and just
nice.
get all kinds of munchies and stuff. But yeah, it was nice. I got to go walk into a Wawa and Sheets, and I just tore up a bunch of random food there. So
Right, right on. That's cool.
yeah.
That's cool. So, how are you doing now?
I'm trying to get by. It's rough. Like I live in Philadelphia, so like I have like zero chance to go be a normal person and get a job anywhere. I tried. I'm like blackballed. Obviously, I'm very well known in Philadelphia,
Mhm.
and it's I would get doxxed instantly. Like I've been doxxed previously many times. They find out where I work. They make sure I get fired. So now that I'm out of prison, had my 10 to 15 year sentence cut down to what it was.
Mhm.
They would not let me work anywhere. I know the moment I find a job somewhere, they will harass the hell out of that company until they fire me. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm working on a few things, trying to get this pardon upgraded, maybe get the case dismissed one way or the other, so I can maybe get my disability pension back from the VA, and then yeah, I'm gonna be looking into some business opportunities, honestly. Just to try and make some money. But it was fun when I first got out. It was like great, I'm free and everything. But now
Times are
it's
getting hard.
the bills are piling up and I don't have any income, so it
Yeah,
sucks.
I
But
got you. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. But how about this? So, Hope says, "What was the hardest thing? What has been the hardest thing since you're out now?"
generating an income, honestly, that's been extremely hard. And like I said, I have a family, wife, and 2 kids, and I've been basically you can see the platform from Facebook. Like from every angle, the government has just made my life living hell, and it's unfortunate. Like I am so grateful to be out. I'm so grateful for President Trump to commute the sentence and everything, but because I didn't get the pardon, it really has screwed me. I spent, as you know, I said I have 2 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
bachelor's and a master's degree. I also have 7 professional licenses in finance. A whole bunch of finance licenses, and they're all null and void right now because I didn't get the pardon. So it's like I spent the better half of 20 years acquiring the education and licenses in order to, be in a certain career field, and I can't
Yeah.
even be in that career field. So it's like I can't even go back to an old job. I can't open a business in my field. It's rough. It's hard. It really is. But I'm a fighter. I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna keep trying to clear my name at least with the government, or just open up a business. And I'm getting there. I'll get there, and I know I will. I can guarantee it. It's just
Oh, I'm sure you will. So, can you explain to us the difference between commuted sentence and pardon sentence?
yeah. So a commuted sentence means that your sentence was reduced. So in my case, I had 15 years. I served almost 4. I was arrested on March 17th, 2021, and released on January 20th, 2025. So about 3 years and 10 months. But the commuted sentence just means I don't have any more time to serve, but I'm still a felon. Uh, my sentence was not forgiven like it is in the case of a pardon. So
Uh,
I obviously I don't have any voting rights, and in certain instances, can't own firearms, things of that nature. So it's and obviously because of the seditious conspiracy felony, I can't ever get my military benefits back unless I win on appeal, or get the case dismissed,
mhm.
or get the pardon upgrade. So
Okay.
that's why I'm still paying for lawyers, and that's why I said the bills are added up, because like we have to keep fighting so that way I can at least get back to some semblance of normalcy like prior to January 6th.
Yeah,
So
that's hopefully we can get that figured out somehow. I know you guys are all working on it. Hopefully, you got
mm-hmm,
the right lawyers to help you guys, and
mm-hmm.
that's gonna be good. But we keep putting up the Defend Zach up there, so hopefully somebody's gonna donate to that.
I appreciate it, and anybody who does, I thank you in advance. Like it really helps. Like I said, it's it's going toward legal fees, and it's just also helping out. Um, while we struggle, it's like it's a little bridge right now where things are going to get better, but we're not quite there yet. So like you're helping me get on my feet a little bit, but also helping us with these legal fees and everything. So like that, it's huge and greatly appreciate it. So
Yeah, well, here's what we're gonna do this right now for you. We're going to start right now with $200 for you.
oh well,
I
thank you.
think it's going through. Yeah, as long as my Apple Pay goes through. Oh wait, you gotta double click it on your phone. What the heck? So now there's.
uh,
Hold on.
oh. Oh, yeah, I don't want to put that on there. Not on this thing.
No, no, no. It's gonna go through. Hold on. Let me look and
Okay.
see. Because I was in Vegas all week, and so it's been tripping on me thinking because I'm out of the country.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's why. That's what.
Yeah, I that's always annoying. I hate that. Like I'll travel 3 hours somewhere, and I'll go try to use my card, and they'll restrict it. Oh, you're not spending money where you normally do. It's like you'll be like cashing out at a freaking the grocery store or something, and you're like, shoot, my card's not working. You're all embarrassed and everything.
Great.
That
Now it's
sucks.
going to confirm on my other phone, which is upstairs. Hold on. Cancel. I got one phone in front of me. It won't do it. Won't send it to that phone. Wants to send it to my other phone.
Hmm.
And it was here a second ago. Come
Well,
on.
I do that. I guess I could answer a couple of these questions here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I'm sorry. Let me put you back
so
on the screen totally.
yeah, I see it. So somebody wants to know about Noble Beard. We actually touched on Noble Beard earlier. That was
Yeah.
Jeremy Bertino. He's the one who testified against this, and he just had his charges dismissed. And like I was saying earlier, he was actually the only one who committed a crime, but he wasn't there on January 6th at all. He was in North Carolina recovering from a stab wound because he
Mhm.
got stabbed in December, and he had firearms in his house. They raided his house like they raided your house, Eddie. Uh, you know,
Okay,
but
there we go. So guys, it's not broken. It's not broken. It works. So you can go donate to Zach right now. Go over there. Do it.
awesome. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Thank you, anybody else as well. But yeah, so he basically he was blackmailed by the government, the FBI, to testify against us because um, he was in possession of firearms as a felon. So like he was looking at time regardless, and he never served a day in jail for that,
Yeah.
and it's crazy, but it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have hate in my heart for anybody, but I certainly don't like the guy, and I would if I seen him in the street, I would. walk the opposite way.
So I want to ask because I wish I was there when he showed up to testify. What was the room like when he walked in there? Did he even
Oh,
look
he
at you?
was no, he was a coward, man. He walked in, he had a new suit every day because the government was buying him new suits, and they put him up in a nice hotel down the street and everything. Yeah, he is a lion rat, and he is. Yeah, I agree, Gavin Newsom. Uh, but yeah, he came in, smug look on his face, never looked at us one time, and he had no audacity on the one point on the stand. He was just like, "Oh, I hope nothing bad happens to these guys." It's just like, man, shut the hell up. Like, you're literally on the stand lying about us, like, you hope nothing bad happens to us. Like I can't even, man. Like, he couldn't look us in the eye. He just went up there and lied. And then he said something like that. And it was just, I don't know if he was trying to be, it was like his peace offering with us, but it was more like a spit in the face. And it was just like, I can't wait for this scumbag to get out of our face. But we had to look at him for 4 days straight. He was on the stand for 4 days. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I couldn't have handled it. I couldn't have
Mhm.
handled that.
Yeah.
What else in the trial really irked you? That it's just something memorable that you just can't believe happened.
There was so much. I mean, I would say that the number one thing that really bothered me that I couldn't get anything done about was the alteration of our messages. Like, they basically, and it's hard to explain for people who don't mess with the Telegram app, but Telegram, they have this feature where you can reply to certain people, and it helps group chats have organization in it, so like you can have 100 people in a group chat, and it can function because you can reply to people that you want to talk to, and it shows who you reply to and what you reply to, and that
Mhm.
helps the whole conversation flow. So you could have like 10 conversations going at once essentially, and none of them have anything to do with each other, but you know what everybody's talking about because you can see who's replying to who. Well, they introduced their exhibits, and I don't know if you remember this, but all their exhibits removed the reply thing out. So like it was just like a gaggle fuck of comments that you couldn't see who was replying to who or anything. And they basically created their own context and said, "Oh, this means this, and this guy's talking about, he's replying to the guy behind him," and it literally took all the context out of everything, and they used that to their advantage. And um, I tried getting that blocked from being introduced, and the judge didn't even know what the heck was going on. He's like, let me look a little into this because I'm a judge, and I should know all about the Telegram app, and I don't, I'm gonna touch on this tomorrow." And he came back the next day and just denied our motions flat out, like just let the government introduce whatever exhibits they wanted.
Yeah.
And it was all conversations that were just completely out of context. Like, you didn't know what the heck people were talking about, and you had the government, creating narratives for a conversation that you know did have a context to it previously. So I mean that was really egregious in my opinion, and you'll hear about that again. I guarantee it. It's either going to be in the appeal or a lawsuit when we sue the government.
Yeah,
So
they did that a lot to me too, and I'm like, well, I can't answer the question until I see what I'm replying to.
yes, exactly.
Oh,
Even Bertino was on the stand. Even he was on the stand. They looked at they showed him an exhibit, and they go, "Oh, what does this mean here?" He's like, "What is this?" He's like, "What? I don't see who's replying to who. Like, what am I looking at?"
yeah,
Like, but yeah, I mean that just it was so frustrating seeing that the
yeah,
Telegram messages. It's horrible. But yeah, they also chopped up videos. They would cut things out that they didn't want the jury to see, and we would have to constantly find find their errors or find their uh, misconduct, actually, because that's what it was. It was prosecutorial misconduct, and we had to counter it uh, when we had our chance to present our cases for our defense. And
sure.
sometimes when we would do that, the judge would block us from doing it. So like we're trying to prove to the jury that the government is committing misconduct, and they either deleted a part of a video or deleted messages out of a chat, and we weren't even allowed to show the jury that they did that. And that's something that's a huge egregious problem. Like it
Oh, yeah,
literally judges literally. We used to call him the lead prosecutor, Judge Kelly, because he was literally like,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
he was.
Yeah,
I don't know why. For some reason, he was different with me though. I think because I'm in a wheelchair, maybe, and he was afraid. How
I don't
people
know.
react to him.
He was nice to people on the stand, probably because he knows if he's a jerk off that they're right next to him.
Hmm.
He was nice to me when I was on the stand. He's like, "Oh, would you like any water? We have water here. It's ice cold. I have no problem." I was like, "Wow, he's a little different up here." Like I said, probably
Yeah.
because he's just being a snake.
And they all were like, I remember, because they told us not to watch X or anything like that. And of course, we're all
Hmm.
in there reading tweet by tweet,
Oh
what's
yeah,
going on in there. And
oh
then when
yeah.
when Travis walked out, that you could just tell they had just defeated him. And
Oh
like,
yeah.
after what happened, him and I weren't exactly on speaking terms, but I walked up to him like, dude, give me a hug, and I gave him a big hug because you could just tell he
Hmm.
just got tore up.
Yeah,
You know,
he was shook. He was really shook on the stand. He was terrified. You could tell, like he was speaking really low. And like, yeah, you could tell. The last time I seen him, he looked a little better. He didn't look like he didn't look like he was looking too good either, man. He looked terrified,
oh,
and it's
he
a shame. That's what they do. Like you've seen it firsthand. They blackmail you. And I can only imagine what they blackmail him with. So,
So Gavin wants to know what was the temperature with the other inmates when it came to President Trump? Like, how did they react to
uh,
you?
well, let me tell you. So when I first got in FDC Philly, that's Federal Detention Center, Philadelphia. I was there for the first year and a half, my incarceration. Um, There's this thing called the First Step Act. It's a bill that President Trump pushed in his first term, and he got it passed by the Republican-controlled Congress in 2018, I believe, the December of 2018, and then right after that, the Democrats took control of Congress, at least one of the House or the Senate or whatever, and they stonewalled all the progress of the First Step Act. So the First Step Act was supposed to be basically where inmates are given like programs to basically reduce their what they call recidivism, and that means their likelihood to come back to prison. So the goal is to help these people get out of prison and not go back to prison. So that's what the purpose of the First Step Act was. So they stonewalled all that. And when I got in prison in March 2021, I had a lot of people who would ask me like, "Oh, what do you spend Trump for, man? He's racist or this that yada yada yada." I hear the whole thing. You always hear from lefties, and I was like, "What are you talking about? Like he did the First Step Act, like that don't help black people. Like I don't understand." And they're like, "Man, I hear this all the time. Man, ain't nobody ever gone home for the First Step Act. Everyone said the same thing. No one ever went home early because of the First Step Act. Well, a few months later, they started implementing the First Step Act, and the moment people started actually going home earlier because they, completed these programs, all of a sudden, overnight, well, President Trump, he's the only president in a long time to actually do anything for the black community, and they
Mhm.
actually really started to support him after that, and it like I said, it was overnight, and I think a lot like that's why President Trump got such a huge amount of the black vote uh,
Oh
in
yeah,
2024 is because of the First Step Act, and he's the only one who's talked about doing a Second Step Act, expanding on the success of the First Step Act, and like I said, when I left, the entire block was pounding on the door in celebration. They were happy as hell to see President Trump uphold another promise, and it gave everybody their hope, because
that's
like
awesome.
those last few months, people really, really, really started to come around on Trump.
Right on. So Sneaky Pete, he's from Georgia. He wants to know, did they treat you any different than the other prisoners?
Oh yeah, they treated me like a piece of trash. The inmates did, not the inmates did. COs did. The inmates treated me great. The
Hmm.
inmates loved me. They treated me like a celebrity in there because they would see me on TV and stuff. But the COs, they hated me because the DOJ had me registered in the BOP as a domestic terrorist, and they didn't know what I did that day or anything. All they would see on their little roll call sheet when they go on the block for the day is that they had a domestic terrorist on the block. And I was the only one. So they would shake my cell down all the time, take all my possessions and give them away to other inmates or just throw my stuff out, whatever, things like that. They would monitor my emails. Like everybody there would get their emails instantly. If you like somebody send you email, you get it instantly. But me, I would only get emails 3 times a week. So there was like this chain of command of people who had to approve my emails, and it was ridiculous. So it kind of like broke my sense of communication for a while. And I
Yeah.
just started getting back into it a little bit since I've been out, because like you're used to being able to have that instant conversation, but when you're blocked from being able to have a conversation with somebody for that many, that many days, it starts to ruin, your sense of communication in that regard. So
Yeah.
I was also in solitary confinement for over a year. And that was horrible, and there was no justification for it other than our case was high profile. They said. I was like, that's not a reason to torment me in solitary confinement.
Yeah.
The BOP director, Colette Peters, recently testified in Congress and said that anybody who's in solitary confinement for longer than 30 days has permanent damage done. And the fact that we were in solitary for over a year is just egregious. You know,
Yeah.
they had, and I tell this story a lot because it's so insane. Um, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Lockerbie bomber. This is a man who blew up an airplane, killed 200 people, 250 people, 130 Americans, or something like that. They locked him up and extradited him back to America during our trial when we were in solitary confinement at this
Hmm.
place. And this guy was allowed to walk amongst other inmates and general population while we were in solitary confinement.
Oh,
So, like
wow.
an actual frigging terrorist was allowed to walk in general population while glorified trespassers, if you could even say we trespassed, uh, we're in solitary confinement. Like,
I think they dropped it all down now to parading, didn't they? You were parading
they
for
never
most.
said that about me. Like,
Yeah.
but that's realistically the only thing anybody really did. I mean, parading in the Capitol is it's a misdemeanor for one,
Mm.
and the left does it all the time. They're always in Congress protesting and screaming at senators and House representative people. You know what I mean? And like you don't see them getting 15 years in prison for it. You know what I mean? Like, but we didn't. I didn't even do that though. I didn't disrupt the proceeding or anything. I didn't like I didn't go until after they all adjourned and they all left the building. But it's wild. Like, yeah, and it was bad. Waking up every day, I wondered how the hell am I convicted for 15 years for literally just walking around to people's house? Like, it's crazy. But
They actually did. There was a study in the '60s. I think it's called the Stanford Files or something like that. It was done at Stanford, where
mm,
they hired students and they paid them. Here's how much money you're going to get paid. They put certain students in jail, and the other ones were the COs, and they
mm,
had to end it after only a couple of days because both got so crazy. Like the COs got crazy with power, and the inmates
mm.
got crazy because of being in solitary confinement. After only a
Yeah,
couple.
I seen that exact. I actually seen that because when I was in college, I had to watch that in some sociology class or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, and that's basically how the COs work. They get on these power trips and everything, and they have certain people that they target. And I was unfortunately one of the people that got targeted by these guys. For example, there's one CO that told me he wouldn't have missed. And I was like, what? He's like, I wouldn't have missed. And he handed me my newspaper because I get mail every day, and I had a newspaper coming in, and it had President Trump on there and his picture, getting shot in the ear or whatever. And I was like, wow, like you're
Yeah.
literally a federal employee, and you're saying that you'd murder President Trump, like, whew, wow. But I was just like, well, I'm glad they did miss, and I just walked out. Like I'm not engaging this douchebag. Like he's probably trying to get me to say something so he can throw me in a hole, you
Of
know.
course, of course, trying to get a reaction out of you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But
Uh,
I'm not stupid, so I just avoided them. I never talk to COs. There's this thing like if you start being buddy buddy with them, then they start asking. They want favors out of you. Like they want you to freaking try and control your celly or something. And it's just like he's a grown ass man. I ain't telling him shit. Like I'm not gonna tell some dude wants to smoke in his cell or some dude wants to miss his door when they're doing lock in. That's on him. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I'm gonna be in
yeah,
my. You know what I mean? Like,
keep your
but
nose straight.
yeah,
Gavin said
exactly.
CEO should be reported, but you can't report them. They're just going to take it out on you later on, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's basically. But you could there's a lot of guys who report COs and they would get them like removed from the block and everything. But I seen it go both ways. Like I seen people report COs and they would get removed from the block, but I also seen people who reported COs and then SIS would show up. SIS is like the Special Investigation Squad or something. I don't forget the exact understanding of the words, but they would come in and just destroy your cell, and steal a bunch of stuff, and it was just like it's not worth it. I'm just gonna ignore these douchebags and hope Trump wins the election.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's how
and
it
he
happened.
thank
So
goodness, thank goodness. I
yeah.
remember I was texting Zuni, and I'm like, "Zuni, is it gonna happen?" She's like, "It's gonna happen today, Eddie." And then so
Mhm,
he signed it, and I'm like, "So when's it getting out?" And so she told me actually the 20th.
mhm.
She was pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
about that. So
Yeah, I was talking with some good activists who are doing a lot of work. I don't know if you ever,
Suzanne,
Suzanne Monk was one of them, and she's an awesome woman. Love her to pieces. She was out there working her butt off. She actually wrote a book called How to Pardon the J6ers and everything. And President Trump, his administration actually took those copies, and I'm almost certain they used her book to help get everybody out on day one. And I'm very grateful for that. I was hearing good news from her. Like my wife would she'd get paranoid every now and then. Like she would just hear the media or somebody um, somebody close to Trump or something would be like, "Oh no, we're only going to pardon some people, and other people are, we'll look at it." And she'd be like, "Oh, I don't know if you're going to get out that day. I'm nervous. I'm getting worried." I'm like, "Relax. We're going out that day. I'm leaving that day." And I'd call Suzanne and be like, "Suzanne, is everything cool? Is everything on track?" And like she's like, "Yes, Zach, everything is perfectly good. You are getting out that day." And I was like, "Can you call my wife for me?" And she'd be like, "Absolutely, I would love to. I love your wife anyway." And like she would call my wife and calm her down, and
I remember so we were talking on the phone about this. She's like, "Eddie, they're reading my book. They're gonna pardon him. I got it, Eddie. I promise you, I got it." And then she's like,
Mhm.
"Hold on, Zach's calling me." And that was probably when your wife was going crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
But
Suzanne.
yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. So,
We in
um,
fact, after I testified, we all went down to Harrison's. We all went and had some drinks before they closed it down.
oh yeah, oh Harry's, you mean?
Harry's. Why am I saying Harrison?
Yeah,
Harry's.
no, that's all right. Yeah, because I think the hotel is Harrison Hotel or something,
Harrington
maybe
Hotel. Yeah, that's it. And Harry's at the bar.
Harrington Hotel. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that Harrington got sold or is getting sold. But Harry's Hotel, for the people who don't know, that was like our go-to spot when we went to DC for protests and stuff. And we would basically shut down the block, the whole block, and outside the bar, and we would just party all night and just get hammered. It was great. Like for the December Rally, the Million MAGA March Part Two, that's the one I was at.
Mhm.
We had both streets along the bar on the corner, which the bar was on the corner. We
They
had
put
both
dump
streets.
trucks. They put dump
Yeah,
trucks all the way around it for us.
yeah. We had like over 1,000 Proud Boys out there, and we had a lot of people who like MAGA supporters are all hanging out. Like it was just a huge block party. It was amazing.
Bryson Gray shot his video there too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
it was Bryson Gray and Forgiato Blow. They made a video out there that night.
Oh wow.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun that night.
Boris AK, DC needs to be level. It's not even American soil. That's funny. They actually somebody said in one of the chats, and they used this against me. Um, Even though it had literally like nothing to do with me. Some guy in one of the 80 chats that I was in said, "Man, I hope the normies burn that city to ash. Fuck DC or something like that." And they're like, "Oh, see, this is evidence of them wanting to overthrow the government." It was like, what? How do you get that? Like, it's just some random dude saying his disdain for DC. Like I had another friend who said, I hope Philadelphia falls into the Delaware River." Do you know what that basically the two things that are not going to happen? Like normies aren't for one going to burn the whole freaking city down to ash,
Yeah.
and number two, Philadelphia is not going to fall into the Delaware River. But it just shows you like the extent that the prosecution went to like try and like frame us for crap we didn't even know. Like
Okay, so since you bring in Philadelphia, Pat's or somewhere else? It's Pat's. What's the one across the street?
Geno's, Pat and
Gino.
Geno's.
Or
I
somewhere.
personally, well, I personally like Geno's, but my favorite is Steve's Princess Steaks. That's
Mhm.
there's two locations for that. But if you go to Philly, yeah, go check out Pat's and Geno's. You know what I mean? Like they're not bad places. They're tourist
Yeah.
spots, but they are good steaks.
There's no
But
parking. I can tell you guys, there's no parking out in front of
oh
it.
yeah, none. You're gonna drive around for a while looking for parking, but sometimes you get lucky and something opens up.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
was in the
actually went there
Italian.
after the trial, and so we tried both. I liked the bread from one and the meat from the other. So if you'd put them together, it would have been the perfect one.
Yeah, no, there's actually there's a it's not really a competition, but it's like something that you're supposed to do It's the cheesesteak challenge or something like that. So like if you go down to Geno's or Pat's, whatever, you're supposed to eat both one from each place. But that's a really filling sandwich. So like you know,
It is. But I'm fat, as you know, so I was able to eat most of
well,
it.
okay, yeah. But if you tried
We
both
did.
places.
We did.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
so
did half
you
of
did the
one and half of
challenge.
the other. I did the challenge,
That's
and
smart.
like I said, I
That's
like the bread from one, but I like the meat better from the other. And I don't remember which way it went.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. I was just actually thinking like the best way to do it would probably be half and half.
And
But
then we went to go see the Rocky statue right afterwards, and then we
oh
got
yeah,
out of town.
yeah. That was actually just recently dressed up in an Eagles jersey. In Philly, we always fans always dress up the Rocky statue at the art museum with
Yeah.
whatever teams in the playoffs or whatever.
You
But
guys kind of killed my Dodgers last week, so
oh yeah, I'm sorry. I like the Dodgers is my second favorite team. When I was out in LA with my wife and everything, we went to a Dodgers game. It was Dodgers in San Francisco, and Dodgers smoked San Francisco. So obviously the LA fans are fucking freaking loving
loving it. Yeah.
it. but yeah,
Yeah. Hope just said, I'm not sure if you know or not, but you're still on YouTube. Normally we get off on YouTube right away, but we want Zach's message to get out, so we're on YouTube till we get kicked off, and we haven't said nothing to get kicked off yet, so we're good.
all right. Oh wow, so that's good.
Do you know Jeff Perrine?
Who?
Jeff Perrine, he was Sacramento president.
No.
Oh, he's in Idaho now, and he went to some Bernie Sanders event, and within 10 minutes he was kicked out.
Because they knew who everybody is at the Bernie rallies because they're all paid.
Yeah.
So
I told him,
like,
why don't you ask where to get your check? Maybe you can get some money.
yeah, exactly. See, I should reach out and see if I can get some money out of it. I'll just take the money though and just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That place is, they're pushing AOC. I think they're trying to get her to be president now.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on with that whole thing because, I mean, why do you have a senator? Obviously, Bernie's not going to run. He's too old. I mean, he might, but I doubt it. But why would he be doing these tours? They're probably just trying to garner interest and see
Yeah.
how much people actually want to show up. But the thing is, it's like they're phonies. So like they're just paying people to show up. But sorry,
So
go ahead.
President Trump, he messed up and said, "Yeah, TikTok helped me win the young kids." So if you notice, all the Democrats now are going on TikTok, and that's why they're pushing AOC because he won because of the younger crowd, is what they're saying, and so they're trying to get the younger crowd. Even that crazy purple-haired lady that looks like
Yeah.
his wife, even she's going on it on TikTok now.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. I think it would be interesting if AOC wins, or not wins, if runs in 2028. I think Republicans have an easy chance to win. They could put up a sack of potatoes and beat AOC. I mean, she's a dingbat. I
Yeah,
mean, like she should have never left bartending. But I mean,
oh yeah,
I don't know why New York votes for her. I mean,
because they're liberal. She's got a little D next to her name.
yeah, I mean, but it's crazy. They couldn't have put up any other liberal one with two brain cells. I don't know. Like, she didn't even know how to use a garbage disposal or something. She's like, what is this? Oh, my God.
Every time she speaks now, I have a Mr. Ed that I'll put her voice over, and it's just Mr. Ed talking, and she's talking.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, what other stuff do you want to tell everybody? Is there something that you've experienced that they should know about to protect themselves, or to help you, or to protect America?
Well, first off, let me show you this tattoo I got in prison. President Trump. Everybody seen that?
Hold on, let me turn me off, then it can make you bigger. There we go.
All right. So this is prison tat. I got this done by Spanish guy actually, named Drew. And yeah, he loved Trump. All the Spanish guys love Trump. And it says hold the line. Hold the line basically means, stand your ground. Don't give in. Don't give up. Keep fighting. And it basically became a theme with J6ers who were in prison to just continue holding your ground and fighting the DOJ in court. So I'm not a tattoo guy, but I ended up getting this because I'll get tattoos I know I won't regret, and this is part of me now. Love President Trump, love what he stands for, love America, and I love that phrase. So hold the line, never give up, never give in. So
dude, so did you ever get upset with him, thinking he wasn't there to help you during the last 4 years? I know they were saying a lot, like other people were saying that, but did you ever worry?
I would worry sometimes, honestly, because you hear so much BS.
Uh-oh, we lost Zach. I think his computer died. He'll be right back, guys. He'll be right back. Let's go here. So, oh, here he comes back. But guys, if you go here, I'm putting it in the link all the time. Donate to Zach. It's called defendzach.com. You can help him out. He's muted still. But this is his website. And for all of you guys, I got us started. We donated $200 tonight. So donate more, guys. Donate more. Anytime you have a little extra bucks in your hand, come on over and help out Zach. He is a Marine veteran who lost his pension, lost his disability when he shouldn't have because of this. There, he's back.
I have no idea what happened there. I was just
You got
chatting.
it's called you got rumbled. So every so often Rumble
Rumble.
kicks people off. We call it getting rumbled. We have a name for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
So,
So where was I? What was this talking about?
we're talking about if you were worried and were
Oh,
worried about anything.
right. So yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm human. You know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna you get fed so much BS from the media, and we only had access to like CNN and there and all the liberal news stations. So I would sit here and watch all the slander from the media about Trump, and for 4 years, essentially told he had zero chance of winning the election. So the only people who would tell me the truth were people on the outside who were actually paying attention to other news stations like Newsmax, for example, or whatever, or X, and I sometimes you would question it because you're like, oh, these people only telling me this because they want to keep my spirits high, or is he really doing good out there? And when he won the primary, that was huge for me, huge confidence boost, and I after that, like I would say the last year I was in prison, I was super motivated and super positive about everything, and anybody who talked to me would tell you the same thing that like no matter what, I was always 100% like always positive, and I at the point I was just like I don't have a choice. I was like
Mhm.
Trump's going to win, and I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to think about anything else because I know I'm going to go home if Trump wins, and if Trump loses, I don't know what's going to happen. I may never get out of prison. Like, but yeah, he won, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? So, other than that, like I did mention how my wife get a little nervous every now and then after Trump did win, but Suzanne Monk came in to save the day on that. So,
Once again, we can't praise Suzanne more than anything. She may look like a purple-haired little freaking liberal lady, but she is not evil by any means.
oh, but nowhere near, complete
Yeah.
opposite.
So
So
Hope is a good friend of ours, and she says, "What was the lowest moment, and how did you overcome it?"
the lowest moment, and it really sticks out to me, was definitely it was after I was sentenced, and it was December of 2023. Christmas season was coming up, and I just got sentenced. I was at my first prison. I didn't know if I'd ever see my family again, and I was kind of depressed then for a little bit, for a couple of weeks, and I was just sitting there thinking like, man, this is horrible. Like I got a 15-year sentence. I'm at this prison now. The prison sucks, you know. It's not what you see on TV at all. Like it's horrible. At least in the feds, it's horrible. It's really bad in the feds. Bare bones minimum everything, and I was just miserable. But like once January 1st hit, something just snapped, clicked in my head, and I just was 100% positive after that. I was like, I'm going home next year. Uh, this is the last Easter I'll be in prison. This is the last St. Patrick's Day I'll be in prison. This is, last everything. All of 2024, I was saying next year I'm going to be home with my family for this holiday, this holiday, this holiday. And I would tell my family that too. And they they didn't tell me until I got out of prison, but they all thought I was delusional. Like they were like, yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know, but yeah, but it turned out good. I was right, so
You
I'm
were.
home.
So now, speaking of moving and stuff, I remember I was told that you guys had all made a deal to where you could be close enough to home, like because Joe has a daughter who he actually supports off of his disability
Mhm.
from being
Yeah.
in the military, and they took his money away, and I
Mm.
and I know everybody was supposed to be near their family. Like Ethan was supposed to go to Washington area, you were supposed to stay in Philly. That
Mm.
didn't happen. So how many
Right.
times did they transfer you?
They transferred me a lot. Well, not at first. At first, they would. What they did was they basically blackmailed me to stay in Philly. Otherwise, they were going to move me. And like I said, I was in FDC Philly for the first year and a half, but I wanted to stay there while I was doing pretrial. I wanted bail, but they denied me bail, which was another issue altogether.
Yeah.
Um, but I was there for the first year and a half, and they were like, you can stay there, but you're not going to go to your hearings,
Mhm.
even though they had the capability of it. Like all the other inmates, and this is me getting treated differently again. All the other inmates in FDC Philly, they would do video court, and I did video court a couple times. But after they wanted to move me away from my wife, and I had my lawyers fight it because you can stay in a jail closer to your home. So they cut off the video court hearings. So all of a sudden, I wasn't able to go to court for over a year, and they had a court hearing every single month where they discussed things about our case, and they would present arguments about why we should be denied bail or this or that. And I was denied all that, so I was denied due process right there.
Yeah.
And it's just another one of the malicious things that they did. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but after that, after they decided to move me, they moved me from Philly to Northern Neck, Virginia, to Alexandria, Virginia, and then Lewisburg, Pennsylvania, and then DC, and then Philly again,
Hmm.
and then Petersburg. So I've been at like 6 or 7 different places,
Wow.
and for no reason, So just to
That's
mess
a
with my
mess.
mental health. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Enrique had it even worse. So he's obviously Enrique Terrio is my co-defendant, and he was coming from Miami. They moved him around 30 some odd prisons on his way up to the DC area for trial. It's
Wow.
crazy. They call it diesel therapy, and they do it to break you and then try to just ruin your mental psyche and everything, so that you'd basically tap out and plead guilty and agree to cooperate with the government.
Yeah.
That's what they tried getting us to do. I could have been home 4 years ago, but I refused to testify against my co-defendants, and I refused to testify against President Trump. That's what it was all. That's what it all came down to. Was they
Yeah.
wanted witnesses. They wanted witnesses to testify against Trump. That's what it was. So,
God
and
bless
I
you
was
for
like, yeah, I was like, well, I didn't do this, so I'm not pleading guilty to it. Like you guys can
that.
pound sand. So,
Yeah. So, do you regret anything from January 6th?
um, sometimes I regret going down there. I mean, it sucked missing 4 years of my life. My daughter was born 2 months after I got arrested. I wasn't there for my daughter's birth. I wasn't there for her life. Luckily everything's great now. Like my daughter loves me. She's like my little shadow. But she missed over 3 years with her dad. And I'm a good dad. I'm a caring guy, and I'm there for my kids, and it's a shame. It's a shame that they didn't just ruin my life. They went after a little girl's life. They went after my wife,
Yeah.
and my oldest daughter and everything. And it's a shame, but we're past that. I like to look forward, not behind on that regard. So it is what it is. I went down there. There's nothing I can do with it about it, but hopefully good things come out of it in the future. We'll see.
Wonderful. And I know you answered this already, but Jericho asked again: Has your military pension been restored yet?
No, it has not, and it won't get restored unless I appeal. Well, we're appealing the conviction. So if we win the conviction, I'll get them back, or overturn the conviction. Sorry. Or if we get the pardon, I'll get them back. Or if we get the case dismissed, I'll get them back. But if I don't get any one of those three, then I'll never get them back.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Getting treated different than other inmates. There's literally inmates who raped and murdered kids that I was on the same block with in Petersburg, and they were still receiving military benefits. But because I went down there on January 6th, I'm banned for life. Like I can't even go to the doctor. Like I used to get prescription medications from the doctors with the VA, and they won't see me. I'm not
Wow.
even allowed. Like Joe Biggs went into the VA because he has he's a Purple Heart vet, 2-time Purple Heart vet and everything, and he has needs for medications. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
And they threatened to arrest him if he didn't get off the premises. and he
Wow.
was literally just trying to get help from a doctor. And it's sick.
That's,
That they're it's sick. Yeah.
yeah, that was upsetting, especially, I forget who told me. I think it was Dan that told me that they took away all his benefits, and that's how he was supporting his daughter. And I
Hmm.
don't know if you remember, we were in court, and one day they asked, well, why is some guy taking a picture with Joe Biggs? And I
Hmm.
said, he's got the Purple Heart twice. He's an American hero. Of course, people want
Yeah.
to take pictures with him, And it's
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
shameful to call somebody like you and him a terrorist when
Hmm.
you guys served our country. You risked your lives for our country, and that's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it's a smack in the face, really, and it just shows you how low the Democrats will go, and it had nothing to do with serving justice or anything. The whole reason they took our benefits from us was because we had young daughters, and they wanted to break us financially, so that way we would give in, and you got you got to respect that to an extent. You know what I mean? Like we stood our ground, and we we lost everything, but we
yeah.
still stood our ground, and I'm glad we could say that we're here today, honestly. But we still have a lot of fighting to do,
Yeah.
because we should never lost those benefits in the first place. But
Not at all. But at least you're going to rebuild. I'm praying for you. Everybody in the chat. There's only a little bit of us in here, but we're all praying for you. You
I
know.
appreciate it. I do, really. It means a lot. The support has been great. I've received thousands of letters when I was in prison. That helped me out a lot too. Like, some people would just send a card just saying I'm praying for you. And that meant a lot. So just the fact that people are thinking and people care, that's awesome. And like I
Yeah.
said, hats off to everybody. Appreciate it.
For those of you that can help, go to defendzach.com. We've been posting it nonstop in here, and you can help him out. He's got two beautiful daughters who, in about 10 years, he's not going to be so happy about having beautiful daughters. As soon as that first knock,
Well, she's gonna be a teenager, so and I'm wondering how she's gonna be when she's a teenager. My
yeah.
oldest is ready. She already went through that. She was yeah, it was interesting. Anybody who has girls knows, girls can be a
Oh,
little
look.
difficult.
Hold on real quick. I got to stop you because our favorite person just showed up. So
Oh,
Anarchy
okay.
Princess just showed up. Look who it is, you fucking stupid liberal dumb idiot bitch. Oops, did I say that? She blocked me from going on her channel. We don't block her. She can come in and say hi. You know Anarchy Princess, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
She,
don't, I don't, I don't have any personal beefs with her, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
I'm sure she has plenty of words for you, so you're a better man than I am.
I'm sure. She was at her press conference, I think. Oh, maybe she wasn't.
She
Yeah, maybe
was.
she was. No, she was. Okay. Yeah, we had a press conference at the Capitol. We all a bunch of J6ers went down to Washington D.C. for CPAC, which was
Mhm,
in what, March, I think, maybe.
I believe so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we all decided to do a press conference at the Capitol, and a lot of us went down there to basically just go back to the Capitol. It's just say hi. We don't have any problems down there or anything with anybody. We gave her a press conference. We announced our lawsuit with the DOJ, and yeah, that was that.
Her friend Whistle Girl messed with Enrique and tried to get him arrested. Or I guess she did
Yeah,
get him arrested.
he did get arrested. Yeah, which is crazy because that girl was literally had a megaphone and was screaming in people's ears the entire time and just being completely antagonistic and everything. But as soon as she shoves a camera in Enrique's face, he smacked the thing out of her hand or whatever,
Yeah.
because you're invading somebody's personal space at that point. Well, she she got him arrested. All of a sudden, the cops swooped in and just arrested him on the spot, but didn't do anything to her when she was just antagonizing people all day. So it just shows you the bias with the Capitol Police down there. They're obviously pissed off that the J6ers came back to do a photo shoot, basically.
Yeah. And try and spread the truth of what really happened down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any other questions you guys want for Zach? I know it's late over there, or if you want to, if there's anything that we missed that you want to tell everybody about. Like any plans that they can maybe help you out with? I know we talked a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, I think we lost him.
Who, me? I didn't lose me. I'm still here.
Oh, okay. No, we were asking. Is there anything that you wanted to say that we didn't? didn't go on? You know how people can help you mold,
Oh,
stuff like that.
um, you know, I don't know, just if you can, make sure you share this out. Tell your friends, spread the word. A lot of people think that it's because we got out, everything's all peachy and everything like that. But we still have battles. We still have battles to uh, fight, and it's basically with the DOJ to get these charges tossed, and just trying to raise money so we could pay for these lawyers with zero income. So, um, anything helps. It really does. Like I said, I really appreciate the support and everything like that, and just keep spreading the word.
Yeah,
So,
well, I've been trying. I've been trying, my friend. You know,
hmm
I've been trying to keep in touch, but I didn't want to bother you too much because I'm like, oh, he wants to spend time with the family, and
yeah, yeah. No,
so
that's absolutely what I was been doing, man. Like I spent so much time at home, man. I barely leave. I've been really enjoying being home with the family. A lot of catching up, a lot of catching up. A lot of lost time to make up, and yeah, well, I'm grateful for that for sure. Like I said, my little one's been loving me being home and everything. So I'm
um,
just gonna keep doing that for now. So
yeah. Gavin wants to know how long do you think the process for your lawsuit will be?
I'm hoping it's not too long. I think you'll see it officially filed soon in the next couple of weeks, and then after that, it all depends. President Trump has said numerous times that he's interested in helping us get compensated for being in prison unlawfully, essentially,
Mhm.
for so long. But at the end of the day, Pam Bondi's in charge of the DOJ. So if they want to fight it, they're going to fight it. But at the same time, like I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they're going to fight it. I don't know if they're going to just negotiate and settle out. I have no idea. I hope it's a quick settlement, to be honest with you. But we'll
Yeah,
we'll see. You know, if we have to go to trial, we go to trial. Whatever, and we'll go to trial. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? I went to trial once, but I'll do it again
yeah.
for the civil suit. But
Well, I got to warn you, they don't pay out the DOJ. I know, but
they don't like to. That's for sure.
yeah, I mean, you may win, but it doesn't mean they're going to pay you. Trust
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I'm dealing with them right now, and it's no fun whatsoever.
No,
Um,
definitely not.
so Hope, which is she's my main mod, she wants to know what are your plans in the future, immediate and long term.
Well, immediate right now is really just all I'm focused on is trying to fight these charges and get them dismissed or overturned or get the pardon. Like that's my number one thing because without that, like I said, I'm really restricted. My licenses are restricted. I don't have I don't have the income that I'm supposed to have with the VA, and it just makes my life very difficult. So that's short term what I'm focused on. Little longer term, if things don't work out with this way, I'm obviously gonna, I got some things working out for opening up a business and everything. I'm gonna try to do something like you know, business related, whatever. I'm not really gonna get too into it right now because I'm working with some friends on it, and we didn't discuss it publicly yet, but that's something I'm just working on right now. So just leave it at that.
No
But
problem, no problem. Hopefully, there's maybe a book deal or something there too.
oh no, that's actually something that's we're working on too. So
That's
that's
amazing.
actually I would say hopefully within the next year you'll see the book released. So
Good, good.
I hope everyone is interested in reading it. We will have more details on that very soon. But yeah, the five of us together, we're working on something together for a book. So
Right on. I definitely want an autograph copy. I'll buy it.
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, definitely. So yeah,
Yeah,
more details on that will be released as we make cross some I's and dot some T's.
yeah, we'll definitely share that out when it's ready. There's another question that I missed. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh, I can't find it. Too many people chatting right now. Um. Anyways, well,
Yeah, I was at Temple. So I was at business school too.
right on.
So, but yeah,
I went to business school, but I didn't do very good, so I went to media school instead. Well, I
oh
have
yeah,
a
that's fine.
associates. I have my associates in business.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I
Well,
passed. I passed econ thanks to there's a little app because I did it online, so you can go to Quizlet.com and it gives you all the answers to the tests.
oh yeah, yeah. That was like, yeah. Every college student lived on that.
Me too.
So you have this stupid homework things where it's just like, I don't know, it's just 30 questions, and it's a Friday night. They'd have it due on Friday night, and you're just like, man, I'm trying to go out to the bar. Like I already know this class. What? Screw it. I'm just gonna go and Quizlet.
Yeah, of course.
Get all the answers real quick.
The problem I had is so my it was only econ that I had trouble with, and my professor was
Really?
Filipino, and his accent was so strong you couldn't understand him.
Oh wow.
So,
I actually
so
liked econ. I liked econ. That was an interesting class for me. I did the macro and microeconomics at Temple, and that was a cool class. I liked it. But the one class I hated was shoot. It was I want to say it was like operations management or something. We had to take that for business, and that
mm,
was just like, yeah, I don't know. We had to use this program, and it was just some old, outdated program. It's stupid. So,
like I
I,
don't like accounting either. Accounting was not fun either.
yeah, I don't really like counting too much either. I did alright in it, but yeah, it wasn't too fun. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
All right, so Gavin has a question. Has all of this made you shy away from being a Proud Boy, or has it strengthened your relationship with the club?
um,
And I don't know if you
that's
can
a
talk
good.
about that right now, guys. So I don't know if we can go there or
I can
not.
talk about it. Yeah, I can talk about all that. I wouldn't say just shy away from the club because of this. It's more of like yeah, and no. For one, like I wouldn't want to be any like leadership position with the Proud Boys anymore because I seen how the FBI essentially frames people. Like they'll have one of their confidential human sources say crap in a comment in a group chat or something, and then when you're up on a stand, they sit there and say, "Well, oh, you didn't condemn this comment," and it's just like, I didn't see that comment. So like their informants are stirring the pot. Like, and if you didn't explicitly tell this person they're bad for saying something stupid, then they'll use it against you in a bogus criminal trial. You know what I mean? Like ours was, and like I've seen that time and time again. Like 9 out of 10 outrageous comments that you've seen in the media were literally FBI informants. It's crazy,
Yeah.
like, and you can't. We weren't even allowed to, say, point that out to the jury because the judge barred us from saying it. But that's what happened. That's one of the things that happened at trial. And like I said, I'm on the stand trying to defend myself, and I'm getting shown comments by FBI informants saying stupid shit, and like I'm getting blamed for it. Like I'm
Well,
like, you know
let's
what?
be
Yeah,
real. You guys, most of you guys don't know this, but I've been in some of the same chats as Zach. And when you're in certain group chats, there you can leave your phone for 10 minutes and come back, and there's 10,000 freaking little
yeah,
numbers on your thing. And I mean, especially once you get some of these guys going when they're drunk, there's just picture after you can't see every single chat on there. And for
no,
them
exactly.
to take that up and say, "Well, you had to have seen it. You were in the group chat." Well, did you see
Mhm.
how many messages are in that group chat?
Yeah, and I even said on the stand too. Like I was in 80 chats, 80 different chats. Like I would wake up in the morning sometimes, and people would add me to like 3 more chats. So like
Mm.
the first thing I would do on Telegram, I get added to a chat. The first thing I do, I go right to the settings and I mute the chat. I had every chat muted, literally every chat muted. So to say that I was an active participant and seeing every single comment in all these chats is insane. I said to the jury, I was like, you don't understand. With the amount of chats I was in, there's a chat coming in. There's like 2 comments every second throughout the entire day, 24/7, all
Yeah.
day, every day. That's how
No,
those chats roll. Like,
I had to put my phone on silent for a while there, you know?
yeah, yeah, and I don't blame you because they don't stop. They keep going, and then guys get drunk at night, and then they start talking, like I went to bed at 2 a.m. one time. Well, not one time. A lot of times I would go to bed at like 2 a.m. hanging out in like a chat. I'd wake up the next morning at like 6 a.m. To go to work, and I'd be missing 800 comments or 800 tweets or whatever, or telegrams, whatever. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like they're nonstop, man, and it's like a
And
full
most of
time
them
job.
were memes of me.
A lot of them are memes of anything, the
Yeah.
random dumb stuff. Like
Dick
half the
pics.
time, right? Like 90% of the time, actually, I would go into a chat and I would hit the skip button, and it would skip all new messages and go right to the bottom. Because like you could go through and read them all the unread messages, or you could just hit skip, and I would hit skip every time. Like I'm not reading all these messages.
Yeah, especially because you were in the higher up groups and stuff, and you were more well known and stuff. So
Yeah, so I was president of Philly chapter, and obviously I was one of the leaders of the national protest chapter we were doing prior to January 6th, which is interesting. It's another whole conversation right there. It was called the Ministry of Self Defense, and it was literally what it sounds like. It was just a group. We wanted to have some uniformity at some of these national events. We didn't want our guys getting stabbed. We didn't want our guys getting into stupid fights with people and getting in trouble. Because it looks bad on us. You know what I mean? And we didn't want that. So we
yeah.
wanted to make a little control. Have a little control over the group, and ensure people aren't acting like morons. But it is.
So
They said the whole thing was a lie. They said that we were being facetious or whatever,
yeah.
lying about it basically, and yeah, there was some secret plan that they never seen or never heard us talk about.
Or then remember they were talking about my plan, because I had joked. When Noah Beer got stabbed, I was really mad. I'm like, you know what, f this. How about they're always watching my show. They see my scooter.
Mhm.
Remember that we talked about that in court,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
and then that day you guys had to stop for me like 2 or 3 times, and they
Hmm.
brought it up in court and they're like, well, there's your plan. I'm like, how is that my plan when I have 100 Proud Boys surrounding me? They're all watching me.
Hmm.
That wasn't part of the plan. And they're like, well, you said you were going to break down. I'm like, because my scooter broke down. Don't you hear?
It
Even Reed
happens.
goes, we got to stop for fucking Eddie again. you know,
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
and that's the
But
part of it. Everybody says we didn't want anything filmed that day, but you
mhm.
you as well as everybody else knows, if I'm there, I'm filming.
Yeah.
And why would you guys stop just for little old me if you
Mhm.
didn't want me to film and be around you guys? How many times did we say
Right.
stop and take pictures? Joe was like, stop and take
Mhm.
pictures. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. There's always media. Wherever we go, there's media. Just when we went to Capitol recently, I mean, when we showed up there, there was probably like 20, 30 media people there. From various whatever. And January 6th is no different. As soon as they found out that the Proud Boys were down there in DC on January 6th, they started following us around too. So like you can't hide from the cameras. You know what I mean? And I remember you got shit for recording, but like I was glad you did because we had evidence to prove our innocence from your videos.
yeah,
So like, and they're probably going to be used in the future, honestly, because like we're still fighting our case because we
yeah.
weren't pardoned. So
Oh,
honestly, like that stuff's all going to come in handy.
you guys know you always have my footage. In fact, I told you I found some new stuff that I can send you guys too. So
Oh yeah, oh well, please
yeah,
send it to me because yeah, I'm always on top of everything, man. I got everything from trial. I got every exhibit, every video, every single thing. So yeah,
yeah,
I'm that guy. I'm very organized when it comes to
nice. Oh,
that.
well, wasn't that what you worked in the Marines? You were like a keeping everything in place, and wasn't that part of
Yeah,
your?
kind of sort of. I mean, I worked in supply, but yeah, I had to be pretty organized for that stuff. So yeah, you could say so.
So Hope wants to know if you could change one thing about the whole experience of your last 5 years, what would it be?
The last 5 years, well, I guess you could say if I could change one thing, it's just the pardon. Like I wish I got pardoned like everybody else. That's it,
Mhm.
really.
Do you know
Um,
why you guys didn't get pardoned and you got commuted instead?
well, here's the thing. I have a theory. We'll find out with time. So the only people who didn't get pardoned were the people who were charged with seditious conspiracy. Not even not even convicted of it, because there's some people who beat that charge and they were still commuted, like Don Pizzola, and there was a couple oath keepers that were charged with sedition, but they beat it, but they were only commuted as well. Um, but I think it has to do with some lawsuit that we're co-defendants with Trump on. So there's some lawsuit there's like 7 Democrats. There are some of the Capitol police officers that were part of the January 6th House Committee,
Mhm.
and they're suing. Only 7 are suing us and Trump and a few other people. There's only the seditious conspiracy people, and I, I I think he's trying to break that down or beat that case or prove that we're innocent somehow. Um, and I don't know. I think it's tied to the civil case because,
Okay.
like I said, Trump's still listed as a he's my co-defendant. Literally,
Mhm.
President Trump's my co-defendant. Ain't that crazy? Um,
Right. Did
but
you ever meet him?
No, I don't know. I hope so. That'd be cool. Like I wrote him a couple letters, and both times in the letters, I was like, "Hey, man, it'd be great to meet you." You know, like whatever. But he hasn't brought any J6ers to the White House yet. So we'll see. We'll, one day at a time. You know what I mean? So I do hope that the DOJ is investigating January 6th and the FBI is rolling it and the Democrat rolling it and everything like that. And I hope the truth comes out, because if the truth comes out, it's going to be next to impossible for Trump to not want to pardon us. And
Yeah,
and hopefully that stupid civil case gets tossed too. Like the the fact that only 7 Capitol police officers are part of this civil suit tells you everything you know about the civil suit. I mean, there's like over 1,000 Capitol police officers. 7
yeah,
are part of the lawsuit. So it's political, it's BS, and they've done nothing but slander our name and all the motions that they file about this lawsuit. So, like I said, the lawsuit's BS, and I don't think it'll hold up in court either. But we'll see.
yeah. Speaking of the AMC, are you part of the AMC one too? The church.
AMC. No, I wasn't part of that. Thank God. But yeah, I don't know how they chose the people for that, but I wasn't part of that. No.
So I got lucky. So I should say I got lucky. I actually had to testify. And I was deposed, and
Mm.
I hired Dan to cover me, and
Okay.
he's like, Eddie, you know how I told you during the trial not to speak out. He's
Mm.
all, and this one, have fun. And so he's like, you know what you did at the trial? Triple that. So I'm in there, and they're like, they're showing me videos of everybody, and they're like, well, don't you know their name, because they're trying to get names so they can sue people. And I was
Oh,
like,
of course. Yeah.
I was like, thankfully, he only told me his nickname. Here's the nickname, but I don't know if that's true or not. And then
Mm.
they kept asking me, and they're like, well, who's this person? And I said, I don't know who that is. They're like,
Mm.
but they took a picture with you. I said, yeah, because I'm Eddie Block. I'm fucking famous. I kept throwing
Yeah.
that. It's a joke between all of us. But I kept just
Mhm.
saying that, and you can see Dan. Dan's texting me. He's like, Eddie, you're fucking hilarious right now. Keep going. Because I was like totally messing with them, you
Yeah.
know.
I wish
And
I seen it. I wish I seen it. Yeah, because you were great on the stand for us, man. We
uh,
were all freaking dying. And
thank you.
when you got off the stand, we were talking about it for days. Man, Eddie Black is the fucking man. I was like,
Really, I didn't know that. That's
yeah,
fun.
bro. Your testimony was priceless, man. I loved
Because there was some
it.
parts where they're like, did all the defendants cringed when Eddie said that, and I'm like, I think they were laughing when I said that.
They were, yeah, they were trying to hold their laughter back. They're like, but they had masks on. You seen their
Yeah.
eyes, but you couldn't see their face. But
Well,
yeah, we
they were saying you guys were cringing when I was saying some stuff.
no, we're covering our mouths. We're laughing our asses. We're laughing our asses off.
Right on.
we're
You know,
always going. We're going like this, like, oh, man,
I tell you what
me and
though, I was scared shitless up there. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared
really.
out of my mind. You
Oh
know.
wow. See, I actually thought I was. I thought I was going to be, but I don't know, man. I was like a rock up there, man. Like I was, as soon as they called my name, like my heart went up my chest a little bit. But then I
Mhm.
sat down. I was like, when I sat down that witness stand, I was like, you know what? It's all right. This is just a man. Like, and I'm thinking that the prosecutor. I was like, this is just a man. Like, whatever. I'm gonna be all right. And he tried to trip me up on anything he could. He tried to make me look bad. Tried to fucking catch me in lies. But I owned the hell out of him too, man. Like I actually did really
Yeah,
well in the stand, and
you
you know,
did.
I'm, so but proud
So,
of what I did. So
well, I think what a part of it was, because I saw, Travis come out, and I saw how overwhelmed that Travis was. That
mhm.
just started freaking me out. And I
Mhm.
was supposed to go that day, and so I went the next day, first thing in the morning. And Age,
Yeah,
her and Bobby Pickles were like, Eddie, let's pray and hug. So they all
mhm.
prayed over me, and they said a prayer, and all of a sudden it kind of just it all went away. But
Yeah,
you're once you get up on that stand, it's
yeah. Well,
scary.
you and Travis were in a different boat, than me. Like you guys are testifying. You guys are looking out for your boys, basically, and testifying on our behalf for us. And you guys were facing charges too. Like they were threatening you guys with charges. So like, yeah, I could totally understand why you guys were nervous. Me, I had nothing to lose, man. I was like, I was sitting in solitary confinement at the time, and
Yeah,
I was already charged with ridiculous amount of charges. I mean, they're threatening us, like I said, with 30 years to life. So I was facing life in prison for January 6th, which is absolutely insane.
insane.
But I was just like, you know what? What do I got to lose? I'm not afraid of these. I'm not afraid of these MFers. You know what I mean? So, whatever. And that's
Yeah.
why I think that's why I was able to roll with it as good as I did. So,
All right, so I'm gonna ask what AC asked in a minute, but so I got to ask this. when it was all said and done, and Dom, I think it was when he got sentenced, and he walked out there and just told him to go fuck off and stuff.
Yeah,
Were you guys like, shit, I'm getting sentenced next, you asshole, or was
Dom
it?
was set. Dom was sentenced last,
Oh,
so
that's
it
what he
was.
was, huh?
Yeah, so and honestly, like when we found out he did that, I was kind of like, damn, man, I wish I took that route instead, man. Yeah, but it is what it is. I was actually I was glad he did that, man, because it's like screw these guys, man. Like they knew what they did. They knew they scammed the election, and they knew they scumbagged us. They knew we were innocent and everything. So you know, it is
And
what it is.
they really scammed you guys over by not letting you be separate. They put Dom in there because Dom
Mm.
actually did some damage. Yeah, he was stupid, but I mean, really, they
Not
wanted to.
10, not 10 years worth. He got 10 years,
No.
and it's still like it wasn't even worth it. And here's the thing that like a lot of people think he broke the window.
Mhm,
Like there was a guy before him who smashed it. This guy had like this 10 foot long 2x4 who ran up and smashed the windows before he even got over there at all. And they don't talk about that guy. That guy wasn't even arrested. He was probably an FBI informant, to be honest with you, because that's how many they're all over the place down there. And he came over and basically broke a window that was already broken. So he got 10 years for a broken window. You know how the left says, "Oh, you know, things can be replaced, people can't." Like when they're burning the cities down in 2020, rioting and looting, people, things could be replaced, people can't, blah 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 blah, and all those rioters in Philadelphia, they all got their charges dropped and everything like that. But Dom, he breaks a window that's already broken, he gets 10 years for it. Like he beat sedition, he beat the conspiracy charges,
yeah,
and his worst thing was destruction of property. But
yeah,
whatever. I mean, it's just the double standard again.
yeah. I mean, he got 10. You got 15, right?
15, yeah.
Joe got 17, and for some, yeah, Ethan got 17, and then
He's got 18.
he got
Joe got
18, sorry,
17.
and then Enrique got
Yeah, and
22.
Enrique got 22, and he
Not even
wasn't
being
even
there.
there. Wasn't even there.
Wasn't even there. And
Mhm.
this is something I wish we could have shown too. I have footage. So one day I was in Beverly Hills, and we had a big every Saturday we would walk Rodeo Drive every Saturday with all these Trump flags. And do you know who MAGA Hulk is?
No.
He's a big old black dude. His muscles are like this big, and he's all MAGA. And every time I
Mm,
saw him, he was like, "Ed, you got to get me Enrique." So I texted him. I'm like, "Hey, you need to come out here." So he did, and we were walking down Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive, and some idiot started a fight with some liberal, and I have it on
huh.
video. Enrique runs over there. He's like, "That's not what we're here for. We're not here to fight. Knock it off. You're making us look bad." And he stopped the
Yeah.
fight. And people don't
Enrique,
understand.
yeah. That's how he always was. And like I said, that's why he created the Ministry of Self Defense, was to rein guys in from doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? And like the fact we had to sit there for 6 months during trial, where the government sat there and told the jury that the whole Ministry of Self Defense was just a front for actual one violence. It was so frustrating, because it's like, no, like we were literally on video telling members of that group that we brought in
Mhm.
to not be violent, not do this, not do that. And they're like, it was all a lie. I was like, it was a private meeting. What are you talking about? Like, we had a private meeting with our members and told them not to do this, not to do that, not to do this.
Yeah,
And like, it was like I said, the whole trial was a charade,
I
whole thing.
remember in Portland. Were you there when we went to the park? When we went to the actual park
I
in the
remember I wasn't there for it, but I watched the videos. Yeah, I
okay.
had a few of my Philly guys were out there for that too. They told me all about
Yeah, so we're there in the pre-meeting, out front, and Enrique's like, "All right, and fucking milkshake and Eddie, you better not be starting no fucking fights,"
it.
because that's what it was
Yeah.
all about. The whole thing was no fights, don't do anything wrong. And one fight broke out, but it was because some guy pushed a woman out of the line and wouldn't let her go in the restroom. And the
Mm,
deal with us, the women get to go first, and
yeah.
so they filmed that, and they took
Mm,
it totally out of context. Like, oh, look at the Proud Boys are fighting with each other. It's like,
yeah.
no, he did something to a woman, and we stand up for women and children. You
Right.
know,
Yeah. And it's funny you mention that. It's like 99% of the events that Proud Boys went to, at least for me, when I was, 2020, I went to probably like 30, 40 protests, Trump rallies, whatnot, whatever. And literally like less than 1% of the time does anything bad happen. It's just when it does happen, the media is there, and they're recording it, and they're slandering us in the media. Like the left could start it, and if we retaliate, they'll say we started it. And that's just the kind of things that we deal with. And it's
Yeah.
it's it's whatever. But
I remember there's a time when we're in, Rodeo Drive again. There's all these liberals there, and so we're walking this elderly couple to their car, and they're like, "We didn't know you guys did that." And we're like, "Ma'am, that's what the Proud Boys do. We're here to protect you, not to fight."
yeah,
And
right.
she's like, "Oh, I always heard all you guys do is start shit." And we're like, "No, we finish it. We don't start it."
Yeah, exactly. And that's always been the thing. And it's also interesting. It's also interesting you say that too, because um, when we were in trial, that was always the Proud Boys thing. We don't start fights, we finish them. But somehow the government was like, oh no, they were starting to fight here today, and it was just like, but where do we say that? Where do we do that? Where do you get this from? Like
Mhm.
nothing we ever did, alluded to what you're saying, and like apparently, according to the prosecution, out of the blue, even though it wasn't talked about or anything like that, we did the opposite apparently. But like, if we did actually do the opposite, we would have been charged with assaults and things like that. We weren't. We actually, funny now that I mentioned it, we actually were charged with assault charges, but we actually were found not guilty by the jury. The assault charge was actually one of our original co-defendants threw a water bottle towards the line of police, and he didn't even hit the police; went over their head. So they charged all six of us with assault. And well, this guy ended up pleading guilty because he was the one
He
responsible for throwing a water bottle. He pled guilty and he was going to testify against us, but they never brought him in to testify against us. But like I said, like even that biased DC jury wasn't buying that. I was charged with an assault for some other guy throwing a water bottle towards cops,
Yeah.
and I was found not guilty of it. So like that tells you everything you need to know.
And from the video footage I seen, the only thing that started it didn't start until they hit a woman. That's when everything
Well,
broke loose.
no, well, the whole thing started. Well, everybody was standing around the inauguration stage that they were setting up for Joe Biden,
Hmm.
and a lot of a lot of people don't talk about this, but like this is where it started right there. Basically, people were getting too close to the inauguration stage, and at some point, somebody told the Capitol police officers to back the crowd up. And when people couldn't move back because thousands of people amassed into the crowd at this point, they
Hmm.
started using uh, lethal and non-lethal force to back people up. So they start just macing the crowd, shooting pepper balls at people. I got hit in the head with a pepper ball, and I was literally just standing in the middle of the crowd talking with the guys that I went up there with, and I got hit in the head with a pepper ball. Like, yo, what the hell? And like
Yeah.
I see these cops up on the inauguration stage. And now they're like shooting these pepper ball guns at people. So like you know people started retaliating, I guess, because they're being assaulted unprovoked, and that's when things hit the fan, at least a little bit, for a little bit.
I
But
kept getting hit by they were throwing these they were like oh my gosh. They threw it at us and then it exploded and all these little tiny plastic things came shooting out at us. I got hit by like
oh yeah,
5 or 6 of
yeah,
them.
those what they had, flash grenades, and they had those little I don't know. I don't know what they're called, but they throw a grenade and it blows up and throws beads or something all over the place. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're throwing those in the middle of the crowds. Like there's like kids around, women, and just standing around the middle of the crowd. They're throwing these right into the crowd. Like you're not supposed to throw those things into the crowd. The
No.
flash grenades are for to warn the crowd to move back, not to throw them at the crowd. So
So I on my 360 footage, I actually have some footage of that and that I'll share with you too. I don't
okay, all right,
I
good.
don't know if you've seen this, but so I don't know if I was the very last person up there on January 6th.
I
And
heard.
I don't know if you can see the picture, but you can see I'm up there on a mobility scooter, not doing anything, but nobody there, and they're tear gassing me.
Oh wow.
Can you see that photo?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at the little cripple guy up on a mobility scooter. What, really, you guys got
Oh
to
man,
fucking tear gas?
that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just, I thought it was funny, and I thought I was going to jail, right? Because they were all holding me up there and stuff, and and I finally got live, so I'm like, hey guys, if I'm going to jail, somebody text Enrique, tell him to come get me, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they start walking me down, and they're like, well, you shouldn't have gone up there. So they made me walk down the steps. They wouldn't let me take an elevator, and they
Oh
dropped,
wow.
and I fell down the steps, and I was like, you don't got to be a dick about it. And the guy's like, "Well, you didn't have to fucking come up here." I said, "Yes, I did. I'm an American." And like Gray Eye Jewel, she's like, "Eddie, shut the fuck up, shut the." And I'm like, "No, fuck you guys. You've been shooting us with tear gas all day long, and now you want to talk shit to me? Fuck you
Yep.
guys."
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Oh man.
it's just insane. Let's see.
Yeah,
Angry
some
says, "Hope the
questions
Big
here.
Ten." Oh, you guys are talking college football. Anyways, well, I don't want to keep you up too late.
All right.
Um, any last words for you?
No, that's I think we touched on a lot today, man. I appreciate you having me on, and yeah,
Anytime.
your supporters are awesome. I wish I could answer more questions if there's anything else. Can you scroll up a little bit? I thought I seen a couple questions real quick.
Oh,
I try to answer something.
yeah, worse on mine. Yeah, tell me where to stop. I didn't know you saw what I was doing over here.
I just see the comments popping up. That's all I see.
You can scroll
Oh,
up.
I can. Oh, I can't scroll up myself.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
can
know?
scroll up. You're on a separate screen than I am.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Any
All right.
questions for Zach, guys, before we go? If he wants to stay longer, I just know you're over there on the East Coast, so I don't want to keep you up too late.
Yeah, it's 11 here, almost 11 here. So,
I'll
yeah.
keep you as late as you want.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up around 11, I guess. That's fine, or
Uh, God
close to
rides
on
a
the other.
Harley. He's a great friend of mine from Tulsa. He says, "Go check your GoFuckMe." Wait, did you have a GoFundMe? Did they let you have a GoFundMe?
No, no,
Or did it
they
just
don't let
send
me
that?
have a GoFundMe. GoFundMe, they got
That is
banned.
just
We got banned instantly from GoFundMe. For the longest time, we were on Give Send Go, but we actually Give Send Go actually had to get their own payment processor because this was another thing that they were doing to try to like prevent us from raising money.
did I
Um,
just donate to the wrong one then? Because I donated to Give Send
no, no,
Go.
you did. No, you donate to Give Send Go. Yeah, I'm not on GoFundMe. But Give Send Go at one point they their payment processor was I think it was Stripe or something, right? And they got me banned from Stripe because they couldn't get me banned from Give Send Go. So Stripe banned me, but then Give Send Go ended up coming up with their own payment processor. So we use Give Send Go's payment processor. And I got to give Send Go credit. They do give everybody a platform as they should. They're in a business. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of business bans people from giving them money? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
right.
but crazy. But
Let's
yeah.
see. Gavin says, "Thank you for sharing your story." Gavin, he's not Gavin Newsom, but he's a good friend of mine. He's
Oh,
from
I'm
here in
sure. Yeah.
Cali. He
Yeah.
appreciates you. Gray Eye Jewel. I'm pretty sure you've maybe seen her name around before, but she's loves you to death. She's a
Okay.
big fan. God rides a Harley, so you can tell he's a Harley rider, and
All right. Okay.
he definitely loves you. Sneaky Pete is down in your area, kind of. He's down in Georgia, so thanks for sharing, and
Oh, the
thank
cereal thing. Yeah, Proud Boys do the cereal thing. It's yeah, you
you. Yeah,
in order to be a second degree, and it's all supposed to be fun. It's not really a serious thing. Like I said, like the Proud Boys
I was laughing.
isn't what people think. It's supposed to be a fun fraternity. Drinking club, everybody's family and stuff kind of thing. And yeah, the cereal thing is you name five cereals. We got five guys hitting you while you're naming five cereals. Once you name the fifth one, then you become a second degree, and that's it. Like I said, it's supposed to be fun. People laugh at it.
I was
Some people
laughing
hate.
the whole time. I could have named the five
Yeah.
stereos because I was laughing.
Yeah.
It's a camaraderie thing,
Yeah,
when you get a
exactly.
whole bunch of brothers together, you got to be able to cuss each other out. You got to be able to talk shit to each other, and then 5 minutes
Hmm.
later, go kiss and make up, and go do your thing.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why, like, I belong to another club that's all male, and the reason why we don't let females around is because when you're a whole bunch of drunk people and guys,
Mm-hmm.
and you see somebody's wife walk by, and you say, "Hey, look at that hot piece of ass," you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
get your ass kicked by the husband. It's just so that's why
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a male club because we don't
Yeah.
want none of that stuff going on.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, but
Yeah. There's a lot of love, and believe me, you'll see stuff that we do, like, at Westfest, and you'll be like, "Wow, they really don't like each other," but no, it's all in good fun. I think you know what
yeah.
I'm talking about at
Oh
Westfest.
yeah. Yeah. Westfest is fun. That's definitely fun. And yeah. I think I might have to fucking make my way out there this year. We'll see.
Yeah, that
It's
that
been
would
a while. Vegas is. I'm gonna go to Vegas this year too. Vegas is. Gonna have to go a couple times. I usually go to Vegas like twice a year.
Mhm.
But Vegas is like my second home. So when I go out there, I'm gonna have to link up with you at some point.
Oh, yeah,
So
me and Donnie will definitely drive out for sure, for
oh
sure.
yeah, all
We were
right.
like you knew, we were there last weekend. Oh, my
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
filmed a lady. You know how on Fremont Street, they got all the performers out there?
Oh
There's
yeah,
this
yeah.
probably, like, 60-year-old black lady, just everything hanging low. She lifts up her stomach, and she's putting her hand somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, she starts wiping her face and her arms so that way everybody can smell it. I about threw up. That's Fremont Street. That's what
Vegas
happened
is an
on Fremont Street.
Vegas is an interesting place. If you
Hey,
ever go to Vegas, make sure you go to Fremont Street too. Don't forget about Fremont. Fremont Street's yeah, it's not on the main strip, but yeah,
it's
it's a
the
fun
main.
place.
It's now the main party place now because they have live bands every night and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I
Nobody goes to
remember
the strip.
they got the zip lining thing too, all the way across.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's cool.
All the
That's
crazy
cool.
people. We ran
Yep,
around
yep.
there for about 3-4 hours. Almost
Mm.
90% of the people like Donnie's name. Some people cuss me out.
Oh well.
But let's
So
see. No, I'm not answering that question, Graw. Graw's our dirty guy of the show, by the way. He's Graw, you want me to open up Discord so you can say hi to Zach real quick? I have Discord on the side I can open up and people can actually ask you questions by mouth if you guys want to. If you got a few more seconds.
yeah, a few minutes.
Okay. Tell me if we're going too far. We all love you and we love everything you've done for America before and after January 6th. And
No, I appreciate it. I love you all too. So
I'm
mutual.
I'm, I'm a big fan of our veterans. You know, I saw what my dad went through, and I see what you guys have to go through, and
Mhm.
you guys deserve all the respect in the world.
Mhm.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna open up Discord. So if anybody wants to ask a quick question, he has probably 10 minutes left, and then you guys are so get in here now. That way you can actually ask a voice chat of him. How am I going? Team chat. There we go. No wait. Team voice. Join. There's so many different things now.
Oh, I know. I had a lot of catching up to do when I got out. Honestly, like there's just new social medias, this whole AI stuff. So
Oh, definitely. What was the toughest thing you had to? What was the most exciting thing when you got out? Where you're like, wow, this is happening, or
no, honestly, the AI stuff's like that. That's been awesome dealing with that. Like it's interesting. You can ask that thing anything, like, and it's just break down the answers. Like I was asking it like how to look up certain parts on my boat, and
Mhm.
it knew the serial numbers of the boat and everything, and it was incredible. I was like, wow. But yeah, that's been the coolest thing I've been catching up with as far as yeah, as far as that. But as anything else, I mean, some of the social medias that came out. I mean, most of it's still the same. There's still
pretty
obviously
much?
X is cool because it's right wing platform now essentially, or open platform. More right wingers are allowed to have a platform, I should say. So
Yeah, yeah. So, Graw's girlfriend, I guess, she went to your Kiss and Go. Her name's Pam,
mm.
and
Thank you, Pam.
she just wanted to hear you say her name. She's a big
Thank
fan.
you, Pamela. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
There you go, Graw and Pam. They're two great people. I'm surprised they didn't just jump in the Discord right now. Nobody's
Uh,
jumping in. That's interesting. Normally they do. So, any last questions for Zach, you guys? We don't want to keep him up too late. He's got a new baby, well, semi-new baby, and an older daughter and a beautiful wife that he has to go spend time with, and he's got to try and make some money because the VA is no longer supporting him thanks to the stupid liberals.
yeah,
Um, Hope wants you to say, why do you want him to say water, Hope? What the heck is
because
that?
it's Wooder.
Oh, is that why? Wooder.
We Philadelphians call it Wooder.
Oh, is that?
Wooder.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, we all say coffee. So
Mhm.
coffee, Wooder. I'm trying to think of some other things. I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, we have a unique accent over here in Philly. But I'm going to say this: the way we're saying it's correct. We're the birthplace of America. Remember that.
That's true. That's true. Hope says thank you.
You're welcome,
When
Hope.
hold on, we're gonna do that. So Hope, we like to make fun of a lot, so we have a whole bunch of sounds. Like this is her laughing. This is her favorite thing to say.
Shut up, Eddie.
So she does that. And when I get way too drunk, because sometimes I'll get drunk on here and I start telling everybody how I feel. When you have a couple drinks on there.
That
So she
happens.
she normally calls me and says this.
You need to end the stream, Eddie.
That's her. I don't know how many. I'm like, no, but I'm having fun. She's like, that's why you need to shut the stream down, Eddie. Jericho says he wishes you all the best.
Thank you, Jericho.
Yeah. So right on. I don't see any more questions. You guys got 20 seconds. No more questions. We're gonna let Zach go and go go be with his beautiful family. And I, while we're doing that, I thank you so much, Zach. You know, I think I told you this, but you know, seeing you on video, you know, because I didn't want to watch the video for. It took me until we had to go to trial before I actually watched the video over again of what happened
Oh
that
yeah.
day. And
Right.
every time you turned around, you're like, Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay? And I really appreciated that. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. No
you were
problem, man.
always
Not a
looking
problem.
out. You're always looking out for everybody there, and
Hmm.
you don't get the respect that you should. And I have so much respect for you. You're an amazing guy, and I'm proud to say we're friends. So I want
I
to thank you.
appreciate it. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it. And
Yeah,
you know, that's just how I am, man. And always looking out for my fellow man, my fellow brother, man, and your brother, man. So
you're a Marine, so that's what you guys do, right?
yeah, basically. So,
So God
but
bless you. So she wishes you the best, and she would
yep.
love to interview you. So she does her own show and let just people talk on off the
Okay.
cuff. So if you don't mind, I could give you a way for you guys to get a hold of each other, and she'd love to have you.
Yeah, sure. Shoot me a message. I'm on X. Just at Zach Rehl, ZACHREHL, and I'd love to set something up with you.
Yeah,
So
she's an awesome person. She lives in Ohio in a liberal city, but she does good things over there.
that's
And,
good. Hey, I live in a liberal city too. Probably one of the most liberal cities in the country. So
yeah,
you
man, I
know,
live in California, bro. Come on.
yeah. But not all of California is you know liberal. But you're what LA area though? Yeah,
No,
city's pretty
actually,
liberal.
I'm in Yosemite now. It's all conservative up here.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. That's good.
There's Trump flags all up and down I live in the country, but if you drive to the city, it's all just Trump, Trump, Trump
Oh
everywhere.
yeah. Nice. Okay.
Right
Thank you,
on.
Future Miracle. Appreciate it. Huge hugs to you too.
Oh yeah. So, anyways, well, I guess that's it, guys. You know, I'm gonna stay on for a little bit, but we're gonna say goodbye to Zach because I know he's got to go, and we'll have a little fun on X, guys. We'll have a little fun on X.
All right.
I'll
Thanks for
take
having me on again. And
I'll take you tomorrow if that's okay.
yeah, perfect. Not anytime, man. Anytime. Hit me up anytime.
Love you, man,
Perfect.
and thank you
All
for
right.
the
Love you too, brother.
you said
What?
about trial.
What's
That
that?
thank you for the kind words you said about trial. You know,
Oh, hey. Thanks for coming, man. For real. Seriously.
I went through a
Really do.
lot of drama from that, but you know
Hmm.
what? I wanted you like you did. You didn't want to sell out, and you wanted to help your brothers,
Yeah.
and that's what I tried to do. Oh, hold on, Gra just showed up. I think he wants to ask you a question. Gra,
Oh no, that's okay. I thought you was over. No, because hell, I missed the whole damn show.
fucking
Somebody somebody didn't wake me up in time. Yeah, I'm blaming. I'll throw her under the bus, man. Zach, it's great to meet you. I'm sorry I missed the whole damn show.
Pleasure.
I didn't want to come in. I come in like Nick DiPaolo and blowed the place up.
It's all
right.
good.
All right, brother. Well, God
Go back
bless
to
you,
bed.
and
God bless.
we're putting your link out there. Hopefully, you get a whole bunch of donations tonight. We have a good crowd here, so
Appreciate it. Anything helps.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, everybody. And
all
God
right.
bless you all. God bless America.
God bless America. Yes, sir. All right.
Right on. Thank you.
Oh, whoops.
All right.
Now I.
Right at the end of the show.
We got rumbled right as he was leaving. That's pretty funny how that works out, isn't it?
Well, hi FBI.
Yeah. Hi,
So,
FBI.
yeah.
Hi. Thank you. In fact,
Yeah, I was trying to wait because I didn't want to come in and start asking questions. Obviously, everybody probably already asked or whatever, But Zach was in the over by the Freedom Corner in that gulag, right?
maybe for a little bit.
No. Okay. I know
I
he
think
was on
during
the list. I
trial.
know that they read.
I,
Sorry.
I think during trial he did.
Okay. I mean, I know that they read his name on the list every night.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's why I wondered, but
Yeah.
and maybe they did. Maybe I've got my wires crossed, but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to jump in. Are we still live? Shit, you don't have to stay live unless you want to.
Well, no, I was gonna go over some stuff on X. You know, a lot of stuff happened today. I haven't been on in a while, and maybe we could talk. Like, I had fun in Vegas, guys. I had a lot of fun in Vegas.
Yeah, seen that little something going on, having fun there in Vegas.
Oh, you mean with the girl sticking her tongue out?
Oh, that was yeah, but wasn't that her balls dragging on your knee when she was sitting on your lap?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Pam's laughing quietly.
Hope says we can
Silently
unfortunately
laughing.
hear you. Oh, yeah. You
Hope
know,
says what?
Hope says unfortunately we can hear you. By the way, Angry AC, I'm sorry. So I was supposed to do an interview with AC on Saturday, and I became so sick. I was out of my mind that day. So I'm sorry I didn't interview with you.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because I was gone all week, and then I come home and I start getting sick. But I'd left my stream phone at my friend's house in Lompoc, which is 4 hours away. So I start driving and I'm fine. And then like in the 1 hour in the trip, I start throwing up and just nonstop. And I have these issues because of my
Oh, crap.
disability. So I don't even know how I got there, to be honest with you. And
Wow.
I picked up my phone, I drove back, and then I
That
just knocked out.
is freaking miserable having to go back after your phone to top it off.
Yeah, after I've been driving already 24 hours, it wasn't fun at all.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But you do what you do for your footage. You do what you do
Got
for
a
your
kick out of the best thing as far as videos go.
Uh-huh.
One of them, I should say, was Digga's little hot pocket video.
Oh my gosh, we should show that. We should
You
show
what?
that. Let
Oh,
me
you
show
haven't
that.
shown that?
I haven't showed that tonight yet. No, I haven't showed it on this stream yet.
Yeah, that's like top of the news.
It is.
That's
It
like-
is. In fact, I'm going to have Digga
Most
wants to
big
do a
weekend
show.
news. Oh, I'm sorry. Pam wants to say something. What?
She
What did you
won't.
say? What? I can't read that. It's dark. You have to read it.
Wait a
does it
minute. What are
say?
you guys doing in a dark room?
I don't know if she's turning the light on.
Oh, so she can read
I
it?
can't read that. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find the video.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guys. What did that say?
Mr. Nice Guy is
Oh,
in
head
here?
up your ass. Did you watch Mr. Nice Guy's head up your ass video?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Oh my God. You need to just put that motherfucker on and let it play while we're talking.
Is it that good, huh?
Pam and I. Oh, it was excellent. It was his latest one, wasn't it? Huh?
Hold on. Let me go here.
Say something. Shut up. Roll over. Don't play dead. You play
Wait,
dead.
will Heidi at least maybe say something for us? Can we at least get Heidi?
Speak. Oh, I'm talking to Pam, not Heidi.
Yeah, so Grau's got a new girlfriend, and he gained 2 girlfriends because he's got a nice little dog there too.
Exactly. Yeah. Went riding around with them today. That was awesome. Had a great time.
That's so great.
Unfortunately, Heidi will not let me sit shotgun. She has to sit there and look in my lap and look out the window. There's no other place in the truck she can sit. So
Really nice.
yeah. Oh, good. There's Diggers. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it right now.
I want you to explain to me why did she point with her leg?
That's what I was wondering too. That's what I don't get. This is the part that I don't get. So let's play the video and then we can talk about it. But she's gonna be on the show. She's gonna come on the show. So
tonight?
Not tonight. Well, I don't know. I could text her. She's like, Eddie, we gotta do a show and talk about Vegas.
Text her, tell her she's on the show right now. She better get her ass in here.
Yeah. So I've always never thought I would ever be a best man, and her husband asked me to be the best man at their wedding.
Yeah, that was really cool, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that really was. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying. Oops, now I'm sending her a message. Stupid phone.
AC says Hope is the only person in the basement with AOC and Joe Biden.
All right, so we're gonna play this video. The other day when I was feeling down and I wasn't feeling good, I watched this a couple times and it made life so much better. So this is a good video.
Yes.
And here we go. Hey, you're live where we're filming you. We have 58 people watching on X. Wow, I didn't get any messages from X saying people ask questions. Zach,
you get all this shit's bullshit. You should be just as strong as you are when you're 30 and you're 60.
Yeah.
Is there any chat in there, Hope? Yeah, what's this? What's up with the leg? I don't understand the leg. I really don't. What's up with the leg? Right? Right here.
There it goes. There it goes. Yeah.
Here's a good part. By the way, you guys, so she brought her weapon. She wanted to try my weapon. So not only is she using my scooter, but she's using my XT9 as well.
What down your boob? You okay? There's out. Hot boobs. She got hot boobs. Hot boobs. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Fucking crippled.
Now I'm gonna have 3 big bites.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh my
Hey, Gra, maybe you can explain to us what she means by 3 big bites.
Sneaky Pete said he's afraid she was going to shoot her toe off.
Right? Hold on, I got to play it over again. I
Hey, you're
can't
live,
stop.
or we're filming you.
So see if you can find
damn it.
find
Tell you what, you get old, this shit's bullshit.
no,
You should be just
the
as
guy's
strong
video
as
we
you
wanna
are when
see.
you're 30 than you are 60.
Mr. Nice Guy, find his thing.
Oh yeah, we got to find
and
that, huh?
push it. She's finding it, but we'll drop the link in the.
Right on, Pam. And Pam, thank you for donating. Pam and Gra, both of you, thank you for donating to Zach. He really needs the help.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What down your boob? You okay?
Happy
So-
to be able to do it. You really are.
Is it wrong that my first sense was to laugh at her?
No, if you had a hot pocket down your pants, she'd be laughing at you, right? She'd still be laughing.
Oh, she would. She would. So yeah.
There's out.
Yes.
Hot boobs. She got hot boobs. Hot boobs.
We
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Shut the fuck up, Eddie.
Fucking crippled.
Now I'm gonna have 3 big bites.
Oh.
I don't
my
want to
gosh.
know. I don't want to know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah, that son of a bitch.
I am shaking a lot today.
I love Digga. But look, she keeps going. Watch this. She just keeps on going.
yeah, well sure. Don't give up.
Oh wait, we're still on YouTube. We might get in trouble for this. Oh well.
Or we don't. Oh my God! Yeah, you better.
It's too
Can we
late
say
now.
fuck YouTube?
I think we can say fuck.
Can we
you.
say?
But we have a lot of people on X, so I don't want to shut it down because then we lose the X people. So fuck it. If YouTube, fuck YouTube anyways.
Oh, you're out.
Yeah, if
Here,
they
you
take
want
us
another
down, they
clip?
take us down. This would be a good reason for them to take us down.
You want another clip?
Okay, let's see. Is there anything else I can show you from our trip? Let's see.
Really?
Yes. Go to Mr.
Oh,
Ross.
Oh,
By the way, guys, so I get back to California. Everybody asks about prices. This was Costco diesel. 126 bucks to fill up my truck. 126 bucks. It was $4.31 a gallon for diesel number 2, and that's at
He
Costco.
can probably find it that I can.
I'll look for it if you guys want.
Is it? Yeah, it's She for some. Why can't you post? You're a mod, aren't you?
She's a mod, yeah. My so my
but not through her phone. Okay.
Oh, okay. My stepdad, guys, he's a painter, and he's been asking me to take pictures of clouds for him. So this is some of the the clouds we saw on the road.
That's my video on YouTube.
He knows that.
I do. We know that,
Oh wow! Look at that.
right? Look at some of these clouds we
Yeah.
caught pictures of. I think I have some pictures. Like this one I kind of like. It'll pop up in a second for you guys. And these are unedited, guys. So I still got to go in my Photoshop and Lightroom and mess with them a
Right.
little bit. Like I don't know why I think my stepdad's gonna like this for his painting. You'll see in a second. It's just all blue and a whole bunch of clouds.
Is that in Nevada?
No, this was in Arizona. We took this in Arizona.
Oh, it's in Arizona. Okay.
It may have even been in California because we were driving home.
Right.
But I don't know. There's something about clouds I like taking pictures of.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Next thing you know, me and Ty were like, "Hey, do you see the little guy right there? Look, there's a dolphin." You know how you start doing that with the clouds?
Yeah. Yeah.
We were doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and you're just like, yeah, I can't believe Janet Yellen give us those mushrooms. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Look, Donnie's sleeping on Ty's shoulder there. Whoa. I can't show these all thing. Go. Uh-oh. Let's go here instead. There we go. There's Donnie. What's up, Donnie's? More Donnie. So when we were leaving the Grand Canyon, this is what we saw. There was this big old elk. It was right outside our truck. Yeah, I saw that, Gavin. Thank you. I tried to run over those real quick.
That's pretty cool.
So that was good boy, Donnie.
Hanging out.
And Donnie's not barking at him. Look, there's a whole bunch of them right here. No, now he's freaking. He's seen more than one now. Good boy, Donnie's. Good boys. Like these are some of the pictures I took of him. Look at this. He's right in front of the sign. He got really good. Well, go upstairs, Donnie. Oh, he wants a treat. That's what he wants.
Oh, I've seen Bigfoot.
You seen Bigfoot? Digga probably found it. So and get this, folks. So I got to warn you guys. So we kind of got bamboozled a little bit. So we were in Las Vegas, and Dig and her husband wanted to see the Grand Canyon. They knew we were going, so I was like, okay, we're gonna go this way. It's 4 hours. He's like, oh no, wait, we can go to the west. It's only 2 hours. So we went to the west entrance. Well, the west entrance is an Indian reservation. It's not actually an entry into the park, and so they won't even let you drive in there. You have to take a bus and pay the bus fee to get you into the part of the park.
Right.
So,
yeah, damn it.
So we were like, you know what? Because then too, they're like, well, we need you to come inside, sir, and fill out paperwork for your dog. And I was like, and so like Diggawerp's husband was like, you know what, Eddie, tell them to go fuck themselves. Let's go shooting. I was like, all right. So so we went shooting.
Yeah, good.
We did see some stuff in the park though. Because we did go to another place. This place was still on the Indian reservation. They charged us $30 each just to get in, so you could look at the Grand Canyon.
That's bullshit.
And you want to know the worst part? So you had to walk way out there, right? So Digga and her husband, I got stuck because it turned into some gravel that I couldn't ride over. So they wanted to keep going.
Bullshit. Since when do you have to pay to go in our national forest? Bullshit.
Right. So
bullshit. What you
want to know how much of an asshole they were, though? Girl, you won't believe this.
During the gold rush, they tried to set up toll booths for people that were coming to California.
Right.
That's bullshit. Jeez, go ahead.
So Digga and her husband walked out there, and on the way back, Digga's on crutches, and so the van stopped to ask him if they're okay, and she's like, "No, I'm really tired of walking." And they're like, "But are you safe?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm not dying." So they left her. They had a Jeep with seats open. They could have driven her back, but because they didn't want to pay the extra money for the tram over there, they wouldn't give her a ride back. Handicapped person.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about what do you think about these Grand Canyon pictures?
Make an example of them motherfuckers. That's bullshit.
Well, they're one of your tribesmen, so I don't know if I want to go against one.
Well, if you let me know. I'll write them a letter.
You'll write them a letter, okay? But these are some.
I will.
These are some of the pictures.
I will. I'll be like, hey, I was going to go, but you guys don't send me no money from my fucking casino, so I can't go. Yeah.
These are some of the great photos we took, though. This is when I actually went. So this is in Grand Canyon South, where Ty and I went afterwards with Donnie. Like I said, all these footage is not edited yet, so.
Look at that! Wow, that's something.
Yeah, it was a great time in there. We got to go see a lot of stuff. Donnie enjoyed it because everybody wanted to pet him.
Yeah. Holy crap! Look at that.
Are these beautiful pictures? This is America. This is all America. Yeah. What Donnie's? I got some other videos from Las Vegas that I'll try and show you guys too. Like the views, it's just amazing. I had the greatest time, and I'm so glad that Digga and her husband showed up because we had the best of times. We did. We went to Hell's Kitchen for dinner.
Yeah, how was it? Well, I'm sure you've already talked about that. So
no, we haven't. It was really good for me, but it didn't go well for some food didn't come out right. So I don't know if I can show that one. Yeah, some food didn't come out right.
What you get for ordering octopussy? You have to make sure you pronounce it right.
So, and there was another problem because of Donnie. So
I'm saying Sneaky Pete's trike.
I tried to go past it real quick. I don't know if you wanted me to show people his trike. By the way,
I see. Okay,
he asked you, Grob.
I take that back.
He wanted to know what you thought about his trike. That's why he had me send you that video.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yes,
I did see that.
Yeah. So we at Hell's Kitchen, what they did is that they put us in a little tiny area, but behind us on the table, there's a walkway through, and they had all these little walkway throughs, right? And they they had me put Donnie in the corner, but it was under the table, and I didn't want to put him under the table, so he kept coming out. They kept telling me that I had to move Donnie back under the table. That's the only thing I didn't like, So. Okay, so Sneaky Pete says we can show his trike. So this is Sneaky Pete on his trike. Wow, listen to that. Hey, girl, I think he has longer hair than you do now. Hey, by the way, Sneaky Pete, did I ever ask you if your wife has a sister? She sure does. Sneaky Pete has the best wife. She's conservative and they love each other, and she lets him buy those cool toys. Or I think she may even bought it for him. All right, here's a video that I have to show you guys from Vegas. You're gonna love this one.
The lady is sticking her hand in her.
Okay, you guys see what she's doing there? Her hand is digging. Her hand is digging.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Ronnie.
Now she's rubbing it all over her face. I guess she's trying to get the smell on there so she can get the people to come talk to her.
She's a redhead. Look at that redhead.
Oh, you know what? Shut up, Gra. You just ruined it. You just ruined it.
Is she putting it on her face?
She put it on her face. I guess it was a way to attract people or something. I don't know.
Something.
Oh yeah, so at our hotel in Flagstaff, their breakfast had cheesecake and whatever this was kind of cake. I was like, at the breakfast? So of course I had to get some. In fact, I sent it to Hope because you guys are always asking. Let's see. So we were in Flagstaff, Arizona. Yes. I tried to, for some reason, my streaming stuff wasn't working today. Or working anymore. All right, here's a picture of me and Digga and a video. I think she talks.
Is it video?
Now it's video.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Love you, Eddie, and we'll see you in October. I love you,
Digga. Yes, in October. Bye. That was when she was leaving, her and her husband. I love Digga. She's so fun. If you guys ever get a chance to party with Digga, you should. Like, here's Ty. You want to see Ty with his?
We're moving to. We'll be able to shoot anytime.
Ty was kicking our ass at the shooting. I can tell you that.
Really? No kidding.
Look at his form, dude. He's just like right on it. Like Ty looks like he's been shooting his whole entire life.
Ty's steadier than all of us.
Yeah, Ty was kicking butt. Not me so much. And of course, I don't know.
You don't want to shoot another round, do
I'm
you?
not.
By the way, never let Digga film you, because this is the footage you
I
get.
think he's getting sick.
Okay.
I think he's got you.
That's fine.
I think I got you.
This is the footage you get when Digga's filming you. See, look, once again, to her dress.
You get a picture of her toe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow, that took skin off of me. Yeah, it did.
She's talking about when she got hit.
Pam says Digga is beautiful, but she's a horrible cameraman.
She is. She definitely is.
Okay, you're live.
Oh wait, this I gotta show the video. What's in October? Digga and her husband have to come to an event here in October in California, so we're all gonna hang out again. We gotta show this video again, don't we? Of Digga hot boobs. I think we should. Makes me laugh.
Okay, you're live. Where we're filming you.
This just makes me laugh every time.
Damn it.
I can't remember.
Tell you what, you get old, this shit's bullshit.
Oh.
You should be just as strong as you are when you're 30 than you are 60.
Yeah, she was talking about her boob. There goes the toe again. Wait, now I know why she didn't hit the target, because her toe was facing up. Her toe should have been facing out.
What done your boob? You okay? There's out. Hot boobs. She got hot boobs. Hot boobs. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Shut the fuck up, Eddie.
Fucking crippled.
Now I'm gonna have 3 big bites.
Would hurt.
That's just Digga. I love Digga to death. Whole bunch of pictures. So Digga actually this is her shooting from her crutches. She's got pretty good form when she's on her crutches. I just thought it would be easier for her on my scooter.
Oh yeah.
There she did.
Yep.
And this is Digga's weapon. This is hers. She has the bluish green one. I remember when she met Drunk Uncle, and Drunk Uncle's like, Digga, did you bring your gun? I've never held one before. So we handed it to Drunk Uncle, and when he hands it back, he has it pointing at her. She's like, you dumb motherfucker. She about took him out.
But her boobs do look swollen.
Fucking Pam.
Pam says her boobs look swollen.
Oh my goodness. This is.
I didn't say that. Pam did.
I heard it. I heard it straight out of her mouth.
She's still laughing.
So this is.
What was the imitation you did earlier? I told you had to do. What was it? But what was it? I forget already. Oh, Donald Duck sneezing. Yes. Okay. You're before the night's over. You have to do Donald Duck sneezing.
So we got a picture of this antelope.
Okay, so Eddie, now while I'm thinking of it, I know there's been like a lot of stuff going on with the PBs. So is Zach and Mr. Nice Guy, do they get along okay?
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I asked him if he knew who he was. He doesn't know who Mr. Nice Guy is. So.
Okay, so they should be cool. All right, yeah. So.
Isn't Mr. Nice Guy still a PB?
I don't know. I think so. That is where it. Yeah.
I guess. So in the picture you guys are about to see, this is the zip line, and it goes all the way across the Grand Canyon. It's supposed to be like 300-400 feet down. And
holy crap!
We were gonna buy tickets for it. We were all ready to do it, but then when we saw all these steps, there was no way Digga or I could have walked up those steps, so we had to cancel it. Right on. Which is sad because I know her husband really wanted to go across that, and I felt so bad that he couldn't.
Oh man!
I told him to go. We all told him to go. Although this place, so when they went walking, I took Donnie in the air conditioning in the restaurant, and they had some of the best Indian tacos there. I got it. It was $35, but it was damn good. I had to pay that white people tax.
Damn you, white privilege.
I love Indian tacos though. If you guys don't know what an Indian taco is, it's It's not what you think. It's a big, huge piece of fluffy bread, and then they put their beans and all their mixture of different, whatever they want to put on there. Right, Carl? Isn't it beans and stuff?
Yeah, yes, that sounds right.
Delicious, just delicious. But so this was this right here. These pictures are on the reservation. I don't know why I kept taking pictures of this. So there's Digga. I think this is a good shot of Digga right here. I like this one. I don't know why. Yeah, it was $35 for the taco.
Oh,
Digga, me filming, Digga filming. Here's Donnie on the strip.
yeah.
Oh no, that was Fremont Experience. I'm sorry. This woman, I did not know how she's not like a famous model or something. She's on. She came up and asked to take a picture with us. Oh yeah, what's that, Mr. Nice Guy? Is it one of his new ones? Oh, Jeff's video's still up. Oh my gosh, we gotta save it before. Did you guys see any of what Jeff did tonight? Jeff Perrine?
Share that.
Where am I going here? Oh, that's right, Mr. Nice Guy. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Is it from today, you guys? This video we're looking
What's
for?
that?
Mr. Nice Guy's video?
I've got it right now. I'm getting ready to drop the link in your chat.
Okay, because I was just gonna do it myself. I just went to his.
Well, if you go to Mr. Nice Guy and you click it on live, and it's the most recent one. Yeah. I'm just almost back to chat.
Is it a song
here you
or
go.
is it
No, it's him. It's him walking through a rally.
the most recent one?
All right, there you go. Yes, there you go.
Giving the left shit.
Yeah, giving the left a hard time is great.
Okay, we'll have to check this out here. See if I can do it. Nope.
All right, did the link show up?
I got it. Just trying to click
Okay.
on it here. Control C. I believe I got it. It's from last weekend. It's the Tesla rally. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
check it out.
it was last weekend. Yeah.
What else were we talking about a second ago? There's something else I was going to show you guys. Oh yeah, but this woman's like a model. She came up and just wanted to start talking to Donnie.
Yeah.
What's that?
Pam whispering.
I hear Pam
Saying,
whispering.
Don't tell Eddie I'm naked.
I don't want to know that. That's your girlfriend.
Okay. So what?
That's what happens at your guys' house stays at your guys' house.
I hear you, man.
He's full of shit.
She made me go to the doctor today. It was all good. Everything I kept worrying about all that shit for no reason at all. So it's all good.
So
we're all good.
That's awesome, girl. Glad to hear you're all good. So after dinner, we're going through Caesar's Palace, and this girl walks up. She's like, "Is your dog really named Donald J. Trump?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Are you MAGA?" I'm like, "Of course." So she's like, "Let's take a picture together," and this was the picture we took together. Don't know why she wanted to take that picture. And then she tagged me on Instagram, or she added me on Instagram, and it's all about her and her husband. I'm like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like I don't really want to be married now for sure again. But see, so we got to eat at Hell's Kitchen.
She failed to tell you that her and her husband's fantasy is to have a three-way. It's a little crippled motherfucker.
I guess so, huh?
You know, so that or a dog, one or the other. Maybe the dog that she was.
Maybe. So I gotta tell you,
she was only 15.
I don't know how old she was. I didn't ask her. I didn't do anything with her. All I did was take a picture. This mac and cheese.
Okay.
The mac.
That's where you're sticking with. Okay.
Yep. I didn't know. I swear to God, nothing happened. We just took a picture together. But this mac and cheese from Hell's Kitchen is delicious. Just so you guys know.
Notice how you change the subject.
I am.
You changed the subject real fast.
Oh, wait a minute. Hope is in the house now. Hope is in the house. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now that Hope is in the house, we got to share our screen because Hope likes it when I share the screen.
No, I'm not going to tell them that's a plate full of carbs. It was like, what is this? The food?
Oh, no. I ate, believe me, I ate everything I wasn't supposed to. I got fat as fuck over the weekend. I easily gained 20, 30 pounds. Not going to lie. Make selection. So we got to share the screen. That way Hope can see what we're doing over here. There we
Yeah, so we
go.
went to the doctor today, and everything was as I suspected. The doctor said that I had to have a penis reduction.
Really? Penis reduction, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way,
So it was,
Not a sex change.
yeah,
no,
Groff.
not a
Are you
sex
sure?
change. just a secondary penis reduction and everything. I should be able to walk again.
So guys, Digawerp got the lobster bisque, and this is the table that they were forcing me to put Donnie under. Maybe this is why they got mad. Look at Donnie. He's just like, Digga, I'm right here, Digga. She enjoyed that lobster bisque though. She said it was really good.
Which reminds me, it's not my leg that points like that whenever I'm shooting a gun.
Oh, it's not? It's something else?
No, it's not. No.
Don't you like
That's why I
lobster,
told the
Hope?
dog.
What?
You like lobster?
I do like lobster.
Oh wait, no, this is lobster risotto. Excuse me, that was the risotto.
Yeah, that's not bisque.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And yeah, Digga.
Oh.
So this Digga. This is the night before they renewed their wedding vows. But Digga's like, I'm going on the strip, and she was showing all. There's just taking a picture of her food. Just us being us. This is where we sat inside Hell's Kitchen. There's Donnie.
If who's a morphodite? Me?
I don't
Me?
know. No,
Oh.
are you talking about hermaphrodite? Hermaphrodite. That's it.
Hermaphrodite.
Hey, I just saw something. Do you guys think maybe this is the reason why they weren't nice to us in the restaurant too much? Because we had the Donald J. Trump on his service vest.
Yeah, hermaphrodite. Isn't that the guy I told him to go fuck himself?
I think so.
Is that the guy? Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
Fuck yourself, because I could, actually.
Oh, and by the way, folks, I have a tip for anybody. If you're a veteran and you go to Las Vegas and you want to park on the strip for free, at Caesar's Palace. So we went there, and Digga's husband was like, "Hey, it's only $9 to park." So then we get there, and it wasn't $9 to park. It was $50 the valet park, because we had to get close for Digga so she could walk to the restaurant. And the guy says, "But if you're a veteran, it's free." They said, "Just go get your card." So we walked all the way over there, and he got his card because Digga's husband is a veteran. So he got a player's card, and it says, "Thank you, veterans." And he's like, "Eddie, show him your VA stuff." And I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Eddie." So I showed him so now they gave me a veteran's card too. So we both got free parking. So if you guys are a veteran and you go to Las Vegas, anywhere on the strip, they're going to charge you money for parking. Go to Caesar's Palace, ask for a player's card, show them your military ID, and you get free valet parking. Las Vegas tip.
That's
Wow.
yeah, that's a great perk. That is a great perk.
It is. So, and Las Vegas, for all the stuff that they're great for disabled people and for veterans. You have veterans discounts everywhere.
And hookers. And great for hookers.
Great for hookers. It was pretty especially so Fremont Street is the worst. You guys don't know. That's definitely where all the bad, crazy stuff happens. And Hope, you kept asking about October. Do you want to come to California in October?
Not really.
No? Okay.
California just has something or another way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody out here is freaked out about tornadoes, and I'm freaked out about earthquakes. So
earthquakes are
Okay,
nothing.
hang on a second. I have to say something. I love how that just went down. And he's like, "Hope, want to come to California and visit me and have a good time? And I really love and I miss you." And
wait a minute. I didn't hear all that stuff. I did not hear all of that stuff.
That's what I heard. Isn't that what you heard?
Oh. And real quick, another thing about Digga, you guys know how loud she is on the stream? That's nothing. In person, she does not have a low voice. Every couple of minutes, you're like, "Babe, you gotta shut the fuck up. You're waking up the whole hotel." Or like her husband and I were outside by my truck talking, right? And all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, motherfucker!" And I look up and there's Digga just yelling at her, "What are you motherfuckers doing down there?" We're just like, And she's up on the 5th floor yelling at us from the 5th floor.
Yeah, and the neighbors are like, "We was sleeping." People on the other side of the building go, "Nothing. What are you doing?"
Fucking, and we're in Hell's Kitchen, and her husband's like, "Babe, do you see everybody looking at us?" And she's like, "What?
People-
Why?" And she's like, "Because you won't shut the fuck up. Lower your voice down a little bit."
Yeah, inside voice.
She's like, "Fuck them." So everything you guys see of Digga on here is Digga in real life.
Okay.
That's just Digga.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And then so she's
He's like,
wearing her.
What's the big deal? What's somebody makes such a big deal about this fucking 2-bit taco truck?
Right.
Fuck it.
And then we're on Fremont Street, and 2 liberal ladies walk up to her and say something, and she's like, "Fuck you, bitch." I'm just like,
Oh,
it's Digga's hilarious. And if you ever want to go somewhere and laugh your ass off, just take Digga. She's gonna embarrass the fuck out of you, and she's gonna make you laugh the whole entire night. It's just it was amazing.
okay. Throw Mr. Nice Guy on it. You can just let him play, and we can talk over him because it's basically all the same thing for like 30 minutes, but it's different. So you watched it, Hope?
Yeah, I mean, I was in that for a while.
Yeah. You can scroll forward a couple minutes. It's going to be the same thing.
You're looking 8 years.
He gets a couple of those people get angry, don't they? That one guy's "fuck you," and he's like, "Up your ass."
Does he really?
Head up your ass. Head up your ass. So Pam and I were saying that to each other all day.
Well, so you guys remember the Prudent Patriot, Jeff Perrine, a buddy of mine?
Yeah, he was live earlier when you were live.
Yeah, so he went live, and I'm watching it, and I was going to show it on our stream, but some of the things that he said, even Rumble probably wouldn't like. So, he was out there at the Bernie Sanders event, and
I'm saying he went live after that when he got home.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it 10 minutes, which I'm very surprised, in the Bernie Sanders rally before they kicked him out. I was surprised. Oh, while I have you guys, by the way, did I miss anything? Questions for Zach, or did we tried to hit all the questions?
I think there was one from AC that you didn't get, and then there was some from YouTube that were missed.
Oh, I missed some of the ones on YouTube on purpose because those were the liberals talking shit.
Yeah, and there was somebody on YouTube restreaming you too. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm sorry?
There was somebody on YouTube restreaming.
Really?
Oh, do you know who it was? Was it Tommy Temper?
Oh, I know who it was.
No,
it was AP.
The person in your chat. They were like USA.
Oh, it was US. Oh, I thought it was Anarchy Princess.
No, Anarchy Princess. I checked her stream, but no, she was not. I mean, she wasn't even live. So
okay, because she came in.
I seen Jericho was in the chat while Zach was here, so that was cool.
Yeah,
Jericho.
There was another
in
one.
The other chat.
Okay.
Chat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that, Hope! Congratulations. Nice picture you just sent me. Yeah, there was another Jericho though. There was 2 Jerichos, and one came in talking shit like, how do you like shining the pole of that fake president or something like that, and I just ignored them. Not sure who that was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Sneaky Pete. He filmed a. Well, we're on YouTube, so I won't say the word, but he filmed a transmission. And
yeah. Oh, you have the audio off, don't you, Eddie?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know if you because you said we'll just watch it. I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It doesn't matter.
I wasn't sure. So, anyways, but so Jeff is in there being real quiet. He may have said a couple words under his breath that the neighbors next to him in the seat by him may have heard. So they kick him out, and all of a sudden he's like, "Fine, then fuck you, motherfucking the T-word this, T-word that." And, oh yeah, he started going off. And he may have gone even more off than he probably should have. But it's him. He's got his free speech.
Woo-hoo! I smell pestilence.
What's pestilence?
I smell pestilence. I smell pestilence. I
Yeah,
smell
it's like
pestilence.
it's like a plague.
Oh, is that what it is?
Do you need to get ahead of us?
Yeah, kind
No,
of.
I'm fine.
Sort
I
of.
like your speed. It's good.
Like a plague of
I
bugs.
smell pestilence.
Yeah, pestilence.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey, this is all our side. Sorry, lady.
The boys
We're not
be pissing these
fascists,
people
we're
like he's walking around
left
going, Trump won, Trump won, Trump
Freedom
won,
of
Trump
travel,
won.
I guess we'll call it. Let's go Trump. Let's go Trump.
By the way,
baby.
here's the link to this
Woo!
video if you guys want to
Let's
watch
go
it.
Trump. Trump won. Trump won, baby. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, Trump won. Nice flag. Beautiful flag. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won.
You gotta love Mr. Nice Guy.
Trump won.
He's
Trump won. Sorry. Trump won. He's killing us. Sorry, Trump. He's killing us. Oh my God, we're dying because of Trump.
Some old
Right.
boy tried to get in his face and tried to buck up to him, Eddie, you know, and he's like, I don't think you want to do that.
No.
You probably don't know what
Trump won.
I don't think you know what you're doing. Or
Mr. Nice
something.
Guy. Mr. Nice Guy is
Trump
freaking.
won.
Like,
Trump
yeah,
won.
you don't want to mess with
Trump
him. I've met
won.
him
Yeah.
a couple times.
Trump won.
Yes.
Trump won. I know you're mad, but Trump won. Trump
I
won.
know you're mad.
Yeah, Elon won. Trump won. Elon won. Cash Patel won. Dan Bongino won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Criminals will really suffer now. Wait till Cash Patel gets in there. Woohoo! Woohoo! Trump won. Trump won, baby. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Keep your hands off my kids. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won.
He's just
Trump
Mr.
won.
Nice Guy is just hilarious.
Trump won. Trump.
He is.
Steal,
You
right?
can
Yeah,
kind
stop
of
the
you can
steal.
kind of scroll
I
through a
remember
little
that.
bit or whatever when you see the
Yeah,
people getting
Trump
his face when
won.
he stops and people getting in
Trump
his face.
won.
You get a little interaction
Trump won.
action going on, you know.
Third
Uh-huh.
term coming.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm actually
Third term
surprised that
coming.
they're like as
Trump
calm as they
won.
are.
You ready for the third
Right?
term?
Well,
Woo!
I hope
Let's
you've
do a
seen
third
what
term
they
for
do.
Trump.
They have the
Trump
little
won.
guards or whatever in their
Trump won,
jackets
everybody.
walking around
You didn't know?
with negative
That's why
people
you're here,
telling
'cause you're
people
upset.
don't interact.
Trump
And
won.
he's
Right.
like, oh, your
Trump won.
general's telling you no
Trump
free speech
won.
for you.
Trump won.
Come out here, no free
Trump
speech.
won.
Head up your ass. Head up
Trump
your
won.
ass.
Oh,
Trump won.
shit. I gotta stop this
Yeah,
for a
there's
second,
people
guys.
walking around saying that sort of stuff, but then like you have the interaction like that David Devine had the other week.
Oh, I missed that too.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of
Today,
that.
and
Oh, that was good short. Yes.
Real quick, I got something bad that I gotta bring up. Something that I found out today. So we need some prayer warriors. I had text a good friend of ours, Get Some. I was like, "Hey, bud, are you okay? I haven't seen you in a while." And he's like, "Oh, somebody, so and so didn't tell you." And I was like, "No, nobody told me. He's going through cancer right now, and he's doing chemo." So
Wow.
if everybody could say a prayer for our good friend Get Some, and just keep him in your thoughts and prayers because he's a real good fan of the show. He's a real good friend of mine, and
Yes.
so
Great guy. Great guy.
yeah. So
Really
everybody,
great guy.
He is. So if everybody could just say a
Man.
prayer.
God, I hate hearing that. It's
Yeah.
just.
But
Yeah.
you know, Get Some. He's a tough old bugger, so he's gonna beat it. You know,
Yeah.
he's a tough old bugger. So
Man, I tell you what, you know, okay, let's stop let's stop the bus a minute. So what they're doing with the dire wolves now, okay?
mhm.
So they have identified the complete human genome. They did that back in 2003. They were awarded what award did they get? You get the what is it?
Nobel Peace Prize.
The Nobel Peace Prize. They got the Nobel Peace Prize. I think it was 2003. They completely identified the complete human genome, which means they know what each one of those little digits are in that complete strand and what to put in and what to take out. And if they have to just change each person's obviously DNA is completely different. You can go in there and you can pick out what you need, and they can cure cancer. Period. If they can bring back a fucking dog that's 12,000 years old, the motherfuckers can cure cancers.
That's what I'm
Cancer.
thinking.
So why? And, you even have Joe Biden out there going, "Hey, we're going to cure cancer and have ice cream." So even he knows. Even he knows that they can cure cancer.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's freaking bullshit. And I hope RFK Jr. exposes that. Okay, rant over. Sorry, back to the show.
No, it's all good. I agree, Gra. I agree.
Pisses me off, and it pisses me off that they've got all this. They've got AI that can solve a problem. They said that normally it used to take 15,000 years. They can do it now in 15 seconds. Oh yeah? Well then cure cancer. Ask fucking ChatGPT, how do I cure cancer?
You know what? Let's go to X real quick and let's see if we can X Grok.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
And
And just keep telling Grok, not good enough. Tell me more. Not good enough. Tell me more.
Okay, so ask anything. Why isn't there a cure for cancer? Cancer yet? Let's see what Grok has to say. Cancer isn't one disease, but a group of over 100. Okay, how about this? He's not answering the question. Do you think there is a cure for cancer? But the pharmaceutical companies. Let's get into real detail here with them. The pharma. I can't spell. Help me out. Pharma is a C.
PHARMA ceutical.
Help me out here, Hope. You know how to spell.
Pharmaceutical?
Wait, hold on.
Goodness.
Pharmaceutic. Hold on, I think I got it.
You got it.
The pharmaceutical companies are hiding it. Hiding it. Let's see what he can say. Let's see what Grok says here. No evidence supports the idea that pharmaceutical companies are hiding a cancer cure. Shut the fuck up. I think you're lying.
Yeah, just say you're a liar. Tell me more.
You are
see what he says.
a liar.
Call him a liar.
I get that frustration can run high with topics as heavy as cancer, and I'm here to be straight with you. My goal is to stick what is backed by. That was a pretty quick response, too. That was really quick. Hold on, I'm getting all these.
Have you ever tried to roast yourself on Grok?
No, can you do that?
Yeah, and it's really funny. Like you can say like roast me brutally and like a best friend or something like that, and it's just hysterical.
Okay,
is that what Tommy Temper's doing in his chat now? Have you seen that, Hope?
No, I don't subscribe.
He's got some horrible chatbot in there. It makes me sound like Penelope Peabody. It's horrible, just disgusting stuff.
Thank you, thank you, Future.
She's infatuated with buttholes for every reply she has something to do with a butthole. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah.
All right, so he says, "Oh, you want to roast? Let's see. You're out here calling me a liar like you're the ultimate truth detector, but I bet you still check under the bed for monsters. Your skepticism so spicy it could wake up a coma patient. Yet you're asking for a cancer cure conspiracy like it's holding in Big Pharma's snack drawer. Keep swinging, champ. Those wild theories are almost as bold as your choice to challenge an AI to a roast. Want me to turn up the heat or what?" Yes. Let's see what happens. All right. You asked for the oven to be cranked, so here we go. You're out here throwing shade at me like you're Sherlock Holmes, but your detective skills are more like a toddler hunting Easter eggs in a snowstorm.
So now we know what Eddie's going to be doing for like hours and hours on end.
Talking shit to Grok. Yes, oh my gosh. This is like the best thing you can do in the world. Oh my
god. It's hysterical.
I found a new toy. So thank you, Hope.
That's the same thing that's in Tommy Temper's chat. So you can put that Grok in the chat, and it will interact with everyone in chat, and they can cuss it or call it,
Really?
do whatever. Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you might go look at how to do that, and we may have some fun in chat. But it goes to audio. It makes the audio,
Oh heck yeah. Oh yeah, hold on, wait. I gotta go to Mr. Nice Guys. Or not Mr. Nice Guys, but Sneaky Pete sent me a text and I gotta show it. It's a video on Facebook. Let me click on the link here. And it's just freaking hilarious. Copy. And let's go here. Wait, no, that's Mr. Nice Guys. That's Zach's. By the way, once again, you two, thank you for helping out Zach. I appreciate that, girl and Pam.
Trump won.
Gosh darn it, sent me the wrong. Hold on.
Trump won, everybody.
Well,
If you didn't know,
But we won. Trump
you're here
won.
because you're upset. Trump won.
Copy.
Trump
So,
won.
a few weeks ago, I was
Trump won. Trump won.
showing my friend Grok,
Trump won.
and
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Trump won.
like, tell me what you want me to create. So I created what she wanted me to create, and it was Glenn Powell riding a winged Pegasus that was purple. And then I asked Grok to roast me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And what happened when Grok roasted you?
All right, this is what it said. All right, you absolute dumpster fire of a human, let's do this. You're asking me to slap Glenn Powell on a winged purple pony in a tornado like that's a casual Thursday flex. Meanwhile, your life's a bigger mess than a thrift store clearance rack after a Black Friday stampede. You've got the decision-making skills of a raccoon in a whiskey distillery, and your vibes scream, I peaked in high school, but still tell the story like it was yesterday. I bet your fridge is just ketchup packets and regret, and you probably cried when you realized adulting doesn't come with a participation trophy. Get it together, you glorious train wreck. Glenn Powell wouldn't ride your chaos even if you threw it a Netflix deal and a lifetime supply of hair gel. Love ya, you unhinged disaster.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So and you can also, it has an option where you can make it a female voice where it just goes nuts.
Really? Wow.
I've seen videos of Kid Rock doing it.
Oh, have you?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You may have to just start an Ask Rock channel.
An Ask Grok channel? That would probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
That probably would be
Eddie
pretty
Block
good.
and Eddie Block Ask Grok on Eddie Block.
Oh, wait, hold on. I've had a commercial offer forever, and I didn't do it because of I didn't want to stop the interview. So might as well get one in real quick, huh?
See if Grok will read it.
I wish. Weak coffee is for the weak, and at Rumble, weak has never been part of the mission. No fillers, no fraud, and no settling for mediocrity. Just like 1770. Stands for quality, free speech, and calling out the BS when it matters. Forget those stale, mass-produced beans. Roasted just enough to hide the flaws. Our dark roast hits like a Trump tariff. Medium roast keeps it bold without the bitterness. And Vitality Mushroom Blend, well, that keeps you going real good. Real energy and lasting focus with no synthetic garbage. For the K-Cups, whole bean, or fresh ground coffee, go to 1775coffee.com and use code STUDIO for 15% off. And start your morning with coffee that stands for something and stands up like Gra. Oh, and for every dollar entered, you can win a Cybertruck and $30,000 cash. Here we go. We got that out of the way. What were we saying right before this? Oh, let's see. We're gonna look at this video that Sneaky Pete sent us. Let me let's go to it. Where is it? Where'd it go? Here we go. This is called Here Comes Larry. And it's pretty funny. Wait, there's a video too, or audio. The dude can't stop laughing. He just can't stop laughing. He's having so much fun.
Man! Yeah, Larry slid his damn flip-flops off out there. Help him up! Hey, help him up! Help him up, Flair! Yeah, now we have to take him down to the emergency room. He just swallowed all that water, that little bit of water. He gonna drown. Look at Larry, y'all. He can't even get up.
Now, these are real friends. These are what real friends, folks, because
You don't need an Epsom salt bath tonight, for sure. You going to bed real early. 7 o'clock, you finna be in bed. Look at Larry, y'all. Oh, Lord. Hey, Larry, you just go on there and sit down, Larry. You just go ahead and sit down. You don't need to get on no more water slides up there. Yeah. Woo, you might need to put a life jacket on this one.
I put a life jacket on him.
Look at, oh, look. He can't even walk, y'all. Somebody go get him a wheelchair. Somebody go get Larry a wheelchair, y'all.
That's how you have friends. If you're friends, that's what you guys do. Anyways. So how has your week been, Hope?
It's Easter week. I work in a church. Enough said.
Oh, God, you're busy. Yeah, I imagine.
That's right. It's Easter
so
Sunday.
busy.
That means on Monday, everybody can go get the cheap Easter candy. What's your favorite candy, Draw, from Easter?
I do not eat candy anymore.
Oh, man.
No, he doesn't need any
First-
sugar.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ne-
Okay.
Yeah,
What
Nestle
about
Crunch.
what about the lovely woman sitting next to you?
Only peeps.
Yeah.
But do you microwave them? Do you microwave the peeps?
No.
That's the fun part. I don't eat the peeps. I just microwave them.
Yeah, I don't like peeps.
So what happens if you microwave a peep?
Oh, now you got to find out. Like, we're not going to tell you.
Yeah, you got to go buy one and do it. Got to go buy one and do it. My favorite though is the Cadbury mini eggs, not the big cream,
No.
but the mini eggs.
So you microwave that too?
Definitely not.
Okay.
But they do not melt in your hand as the M&Ms actually do. M&Ms
You have
lie.
to just keep playing. Just keep playing Mr. Nice Guy in between our
Oh, that's right.
videos that were. You can just always go back to him and get this
To start laughing a little bit more.
additional plays while we're looking for something else to
Which one's your wife's favorite?
look at.
Trump won. He sure did. Trump won.
By the way, I bought Digga a whole bunch of
Amazing.
these
I
peanut
don't
butter
gamble
cup
with my money, I
weed.
told you.
They didn't last very long.
Trump won.
Oh yeah.
Trump won. Trump won.
All these
Woo!
liberals,
Trump
just
won.
hilarious.
Trump won on American my ass, boy. I'll show you American. I'll show you American, boy.
I can see him pulling it out. Here, let me show. Let me
get him.
Trump won. Trump won, baby.
Could you imagine him pulling it out? I'll show you America.
Now, wasn't it Mr. Nice Guy that got into it with that one old boy and they jumped him and he single punched him and knocked the bitch out?
No, that's
Am I-
Ethan. That's Rufio.
Oh, that was Rufio. You're right. Yes. Holy crap.
Sucks. that was a good one. Hey, buddy, you're number one, not me.
I know. Just,
Stop telling me I'm
why is it
number
always
one. You're
Democrats
number
so
one.
nice? They just want to flip
Alright?
everybody off and cuss at you.
You're number one, buddy. I'm just an insurrectionist. Trump, baby.
And he was never there.
Trump, resist. That's a nice
Whoa,
slogan.
that's a wide
he
Is that
ass.
what you guys spray paint on Tesla dealerships?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Trump won.
No.
Trump
He
won.
still got his freaking
Trump won.
GPS on.
He did. Yeah, hell yeah. Woo! Let's do it. Trump won, baby. Trump won.
You gotta love Mr. Nice
Trump
Guy.
won. Trump
Yeah.
won.
Well,
Hey,
Trump
Santa
won.
Claus. Trump won. Thank you, Santa
At one point,
Claus.
somebody had a drum, and I was
Trump
like, I have a
won.
drum. And I was like, I have a megaphone,
Trump won.
too.
Your
This is a bad
slogan's
idea.
gotta go. Hey, oh, no sausages today. Come on, guys.
I was
No
driving when this
sausages
was
today.
going on. I
Come
should have
on,
watched
guys.
it.
Let's go. Trump won.
Yeah, you would have
Trump
gotten
won.
in an accident because
Trump
you've been
won.
watching the video of that.
Trump
Probably.
won,
Yes,
baby.
you would.
Probably.
Trump won. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Trump won.
Yeah,
Trump won. He sure does.
yeah.
Giving more to the
Jewel,
military
and
than any
Hope,
president
Pam,
ever.
and who else?
Look it up.
Future were all
Look
in
it up.
in
Look it
his
up.
chat at that
Look it
time.
up. You talk about
Yeah.
his bone spurs? Oh,
I was,
that is
I
the
was
reason
in there.
why
I
I
just
can't go to
wasn't
the
saying a lot. I
military.
mean, I was
Trump
watching.
won. Trump won.
Right?
Oh, no, or was I? No,
Trump's
no,
the
no, no.
winner.
I didn't see it all.
Trump won. That's all right.
I didn't
Oh,
see it
they're
all.
all rich
Trump.
pricks.
He
Trump
thought they're
won.
all rich bricks.
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. All your stupid slogans gotta go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Stupid slogans gotta go.
He's
Hey,
following
hey.
Alec Baldwin.
Hey, you're beautiful. Hey, hey.
Yeah, Boris was in there too.
Ho,
That's right.
Boris, yeah.
All your
Oh, yeah,
slogans
Boris.
gotta go.
Hey,
Trump
girl, your
won.
girlfriend showed up in
Ho, ho.
YouTube and you missed
All
it.
your slogans gotta go.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
did.
did.
Anarchy Princess showed up in my YouTube chat.
It says
Oh, really?
insurrectionist.
Oh,
Yeah.
was she cordial, or did you guys kick her?
No, I didn't kick her.
Trump
Nobody kicked her.
Oh, okay.
Trump
No, she told you to be nice.
I don't. I think she walked in the room all like, oh, it's that fat. It's that. No, I didn't say fat because she's not fat. I said it's that ugly freaking dope fiend, stupid, ugly liberal or
Yeah.
something. I said something to the
Yeah.
fact. Probably not that, but
Oh, she was in tonight. She was in tonight's
yeah,
show.
she came in tonight and
Oh,
she's like, "Hey, be
Oh, yeah.
nice, Eddie." And I was like, "Why? You what? You want to come into my chat? I don't block you, but you block me in yours." It's like I never blocked you. It
Yeah.
must have been my mods.
yeah. I've never blocked her.
No, we don't block people.
Yeah.
We don't. Well, we do some
No.
now. Only Future Miracle.
Well, yeah, you know, Eddie, while we're at it, Pam was asking about that. Is there an option when you, if she goes to watch a replay, you're saying you can't see the chat? Can't see the chat. You can't see. And I think isn't that just a normal thing?
I'm not sure. You know what? We can go over here to a Rumble channel. It all depends.
Oh, he has to do it from the. You may have to have your supervisor Hope
Fix
figure
it.
that out.
It's a choice. I think that you have to choose on YouTube. I'm not sure about Rumble.
Hold on.
Ah,
So let's look at this one.
Either or.
No, I don't think there's. I gotta find out. Oh, I guess I was live, but I don't know if anybody chatted on this one.
It's in the YouTube.
I can't hear you both. What were you saying? Nobody's in
I
YouTube.
don't want the
Yeah,
YouTube.
nobody's in YouTube, right, so it doesn't make no sense to fix the chat in YouTube because YouTube sucks.
Yeah, fuck YouTube.
Hey, Grok, why does YouTube suck?
Let me see something where I know somebody would chat on. Well, I was live. It's been a while since I've been on because we've been out of town. Here we go. Friday night. Let's look at this one. So I know there's live chat on here. Like I'm pretty sure on my phone, like I've been able to watch the live chat repeat, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
But maybe it's because
Okay.
I'm the actual person.
Yeah, maybe that's the only reason. And odds are maybe nobody else can.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I've always wondered about that. I know some things. Back when I used to, go rewatch something just to see the chat or whatever.
Uh huh. Well, let me go
But
back.
then I noticed a lot of them you can't. So
Let me go back to this one, and I think it was this one. So let me go to edit, and let's see if there's something in here I can edit on there. Settings.
all right.
Channel, feature video, public, and listen. Make this
Welcome
recording
to
private.
Block Party Export.
You just roboted what?
Those are fine.
Yeah, you roboted, Graw.
Oh, did I? I'm on my robot Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there's no way I can do it on here. I'll have to ask Rumble guys or Pam. I'll have to find out for you.
Thank you.
Pam said thanks.
Yeah, I
I
heard
heard
her.
her.
Yeah, we heard her.
Oh, did you? See you there.
Give
Do the Daffy Duck sneeze. Come on.
You got to
Come
do the
on.
Eeyore stuff, Graw.
Trump won. You're beautiful. Trump
Eeyore.
won.
Oh well.
Trump won. Trump won.
I missed AP.
Trump
Son of
won.
a bitch.
I bet you do.
Trump won.
I bet you
Trump
do.
won. Trump won.
There you go.
Trump won.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Trump
That was
won.
a
There
Daffy
you
Duck
go.
sneeze.
Trump won.
Donald Duck.
Oh wait,
Trump
Boris. Look
won.
what Boris says. He's like, I blocked mentally ill people like Adderall Princess.
Trump won.
Adderall
Trump
won. Trump won. Ooh, this is a long line,
Adderall
huh? Be waiting
Princess.
forever, isn't it? You guys got a
That's
lot to
good.
do today. Wow. It's your best time. Trump won.
I still can't. I remember the very first time I saw Anarchy Princess, and I was like, you know what? She's actually kind of pretty for a liberal. And then we saw the flap video.
Yeah, then I sent you the no makeup video.
Yeah. So never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And then, and you can bet, you know how Digger uses her leg to shoot a gun with. AP does the same thing with her nose.
She does have a snaz on her. She definitely does have that.
Hey, fuck off. Hey, fuck yourself.
I'm surprised she doesn't come back in here and start talking shit again.
She's watching. She's just lurking.
Trump won. Trump
Hey,
won.
thank you for the.
Trump
At least hit the like button
Trump
there,
won.
Anarchy Princess.
Trump won.
She wants us. She wants to know what it's like to be with him.
Hands off our kids. Trump won.
She might.
I'm like, you'll have to ask AC. I don't know.
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Hands
Oh wait,
off
Boris
our
said he
taxes.
blocked her.
Trump won. Trump won. Hands off our kids.
Oh no, not
Hands
like
off
that. He
our kids,
mentally
you
blocked
fucking
her.
weirdo. Trump won.
Oh, I thought you.
Trump won. Trump won.
Boris, I think Adderall Princess looks like Marilyn Manson's little brother.
Trump won. Trump won. Look at all the angry people. Trump won.
So, do you still have the picture I sent you, Eddie? We need to show that picture at least every time we go live.
I think I delete it every time you send it to you, but let me double check. It might be up here.
Trump won.
You never know what could be on my. You never know what could be on my phone.
Trump won.
Daddy.
My heart goes out to you guys.
Oh, you sweetheart, I'm in love.
Oh wait, you sent that to me privately, didn't you?
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Okay, so yes, I got it. Let me open it up. Do I really want? Do I really want to?
You sound so excited right now.
He's like, son of a bitch. Yes, I got it.
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump
Oh wait, maybe it's not there. Hold on.
Trump won.
Trump won.
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump
I don't know. Gross sends me so many porn videos that
Trump won.
Yeah, you know,
it's gonna be hard to
They
find.
went up. Pornhub went up their prices.
Hey.
Trump won.
What? You know they went up on their prices.
Let's keep porno books in schools. That makes sense. Trump won.
I know Grok keeps getting a bill for me that about a toll that I didn't pay, and I keep forgetting because it keeps going to his house, and he's like, "You really should pay this, bro." Oh, here we go.
And Eddie started out for like $3.25. How much is it now?
Who the hell knows? Hold on, let me see.
No, seriously, you didn't look see how much it is now?
No, I did not.
It's like $140.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, you need to look at it because in a few days it's going up over $200.
All right, I'm gonna definitely have to talk to him.
Yeah, so start a GoFundMe and
Look at the orange lady.
you fucking little grifter.
Here you go, Gra, the picture you've been asking for.
Did you find it? Okay. Yeah.
Trump won.
Makes my day.
So mad. Trump won. Trump won.
It's gonna pop
My
up
day
in.
just started and it's ruined now.
It's ruined. Your day is now ruined.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
That's Gra's fault. Gra's the one that wanted to show it to you guys. That's all Gra.
Thanks, Rob.
Trump won. Trump won.
Baby.
Don't yell.
Trump won.
So,
Hey,
so which one?
Let's put it this way. At least
Oh,
we're
God,
not
no.
showing what's her name? Corinne. At least we're not
Corinne.
showing Corinne's. I could show you some stuff from Corinne that you
Pam.
guys would just know.
Well, it's funny you say that because Pam. It's funny you mention that because Pam just said that she would rather see Corinne.
You'd rather see Corinne? Yeah, you know what? Than that last picture, probably. Oh
I
my
don't think
goodness.
that was true.
What? You
Maybe
don't believe
Trump
it?
will be the one in the basement with AOC today.
Hey, you know what? At least Corinne has big boobs. You know, Anarchy Princess is just like a flat board. So that one goes to Corinne. She does have big boobs. I don't know if they're fake or not, but
Gotta go. Hey, ho, ho.
probably.
Stupid slogans gotta go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
I don't know. I'm not checking.
Stupid slogans.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I
Hey,
looked up her
ho,
mom's
ho.
OnlyFans.
Trump won.
Oh, okay.
Trump won.
What's
Trump
up, Mike
won, baby.
Jones? You missed the
Trump
chat
won.
earlier. We had Zach in here. You could have asked him a
Something,
question.
whatever. Trump
Mike
won.
Jones.
Trump won, baby. Trump won. That's a nice sign. I like that. I like that. You're good. I like that. Trump won. Trump won. See,
Oh, look at the
my
guy with the
heart
mask
goes out to
on.
you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're outside. Why did he got to wear a mask
won.
outside?
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won.
Because they're around a lot of
won.
people. You know, it makes them feel
won.
safe.
Trump won.
Oh, is that why?
Won.
Mhm.
Trump won.
It's
Trump
like a security
won.
blanket.
Trump won.
Freaking
Trump won.
yeah, in Vegas I got a couple yelled at a couple times for Donnie's vest.
Musk won.
Not very often though. A lot of people liked it.
Musk won.
I love how they wear the mask and then when they go to talk to you, they pull it down.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I love you, Nazi lady.
It's
Hey,
perfect,
who did
you
Jamaica?
know.
Hey, who did Jamaica? Be
Yeah, that
nice.
girl kind of had a nice
Fuck.
booty. Maybe no,
Fucking be nice.
maybe not.
Fuck off. How's that sound?
Freaking Mr. Nice Guy.
Trump won.
Because why?
Trump won. Wap wap.
You what?
Trump won. Trump won.
So I'm guessing this was in
Sneeze.
Chicago, right? Because he lives near Chicago.
Trump won.
Yeah.
He won. What happened to democracy? There he goes. Yeah, Putin
So
won.
did Putin.
Putin won. Putin won. Putin won. I would talk to you. You're smart. Hey, Putin won.
Fuck off.
Elon won. Fuck off. Go suck a dick. Go suck a dick. Go suck a dick. Not engaging. You want to get engaged?
He starts getting a little excited
You know
now.
why? The Nazis are telling you we can't engage. See how that works? Your own people tell you
Sorry.
you can't engage.
Chicken time.
Yeah, Trump, don't engage. The Nazi says don't engage. Don't engage with these Americans. This is not a place to have conversation.
It's Neil
What do you
Young.
think this is a protest?
Neil Young.
What do you think?
You know, he's a Sharks fan too,
You
so I'm
want good
disappointed.
Side, bad side, cake or sore? What do you want? Everybody knows me already. You could dox me or do whatever.
I was about to get up, and last time I
Mr.
got
Nice
up,
Guy at your
I
service.
blocked the video for you guys, but not for Hope. And she's like, Eddie, I can see you.
You're number one.
Yep. Yeah.
You're number one.
Yeah.
So I made sure this time
Trump
that
won.
Hope could not see anything.
Trump won. Trump won.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won.
I mean, it's not exactly like I've had issues with sending things that I shouldn't in the past.
We're not here to engage. Hey, don't engage. We're not engaging, the Nazi says. Do not engage with the American people.
Oh my God, Mr. Nice Guy is killing it.
Trump won.
He's getting into him,
Where I
isn't
know
he?
you from? Oh, it's a nightmare. This is a nightmare I had.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump
Trump won.
won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Trump won.
No, I think the head up your ass is towards the end of the.
Is it?
Isn't it, Hope?
won.
Yeah. You're where you at?
Won.
We're at the very
Where
beginning
you
still.
at? Like,
Trumpy won.
you're like scroll forward a little bit.
Trumper won.
Hold
Elon
on.
won.
Hold on, I'm trying to grab some chicken here. Hold on.
Patel won.
All right.
Go
Biden
farther ahead,
won.
you said? We're at like 18 minutes in.
Yeah.
So like
Won.
Yeah, I don't know when it was. I think it was towards the end.
You got your head up your ass. You got your head up your ass.
Costco rotisserie chicken is the
You
best.
got your head up your ass. You got your head up your ass. They got their
There it
heads up
is.
their asses.
Yep.
Yeah, get your head up your ass.
Or that fuck shit piss, motherfucker. Yeah, fuck you in the ass.
Hey, one more time.
Trump won.
Oh. Trump won. What was it? You gonna say it again? Yeah. Well, you're not. Okay, that's nice.
Stop too long. Sorry, bye-bye. Too long. You're struggling. Bye-bye. Adios. Keep it moving. Oh, there he is. Mr. Head up his ass. Mr. Soros.
It's really, we should, you know, Hope, we should start the head up your ass movement.
We should. Hey, wait a minute. We should get a shirt made.
I would bet you $1,000 right
Head up your ass.
You fuck kids.
Yeah.
Kid fucker.
We'll give all the money to Mr. Nice Guy.
Kid fucker.
Oh yeah, Hope should interview Mr. Nice Guy.
Mm-hmm.
think so,
What?
too.
Kid fucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bet you $100 million. Elon.
Hey, Zach said he to hit him up and he'll talk to you
We'll
about
just
it.
give you Elon. How about that?
I sent him a
How about that?
message.
How about that?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep. Heads up your ass.
I
Heads up
see,
your
Future. I
ass.
miss a lot of stuff.
Heads up your ass. Head is way up your ass. Heads.
True.
Where's your ass? You got no ass. Oh, you're ugly.
Panda.
Hey, heads up your ass. He touches kids. He touches kids.
Honey.
He touches. He marries kids. He touches and marries kids.
Oh,
Let's go,
shit.
Trump. Let's go, Trump. Heads up your ass.
Oh man, your
Head up
IQ
your
is
ass.
like
Head up
negative,
your ass.
probably, man. Negative. That's why he wouldn't.
Heads are up your asses. Heads up your ass. Heads up your ass. Typical Democrats.
I'm definitely making a shirt
Private
now.
property. You Democrats love private property, don't you? Yeah, God bless you. Where's your spray paint?
Oh, the
Trump
skin.
won! Trump won! Trump won! Trump won. Heads up your ass. Heads up your ass. You're on the wrong side,
Yeah,
buddy.
Trump won.
Hey, Democrats started
There
KKK,
you go.
just so you know.
How
Go
do you?
read some books. Hey!
I don't know why I
Hey,
find that so
heads up
funny.
your
Why
ass.
is that?
I don't know.
Heads up your ass.
Because you're
Hold
12.
your head up your ass.
Because I am 12. I'm actually
Heads up your
12.
asses.
One head up your ass.
Heads up your ass. Heads up the ass.
The statue.
Up the
Oh,
ass.
oh my God! Is that on YouTube?
Dude, you know what I'm gonna do?
Congratulations.
I'm gonna record that and just that's gonna be one of our new Oh, I gotta copy and paste this.
Yeah, make a clip of it. A hot key.
Oh.
That was on.
Oh. Heads up your ass.
It's probably on
Heads up your
YouTube.
ass.
You're out playing with others.
They all got their heads up their ass.
No,
Heads up his ass.
Let me find it.
Heads
gonna
up your
find it.
ass. Heads up your ass.
Oh no, I'm on YouTube.
Heads up your ass. Yeah,
No,
heads up
the
your
girl's
ass.
looking for something that Pam's telling me about.
Is your head up your ass? Is your head up your ass?
The problem is,
Yeah, heads up their asses.
I don't know how many people. If I can get rid of YouTube right now, but then we get rid of X. I don't know how many people are watching us on X right now.
Heads up your ass.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Well, I kind of want.
You know, many people are watching.
I kind of wanted to show part of what Jeff Perrine did today too, though. Hold on, let me see. Can I just get rid of? Nope, I can only go to Rumble and Locals. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I'm definitely. I'm downloading this right now, so that way we can have that as a new background. We'll have to replace one of Hope's buttons.
Perfectly fine with me.
I would never, ever, ever. You should know, Hope. I would never, ever, ever remove any of Hope's clips.
What? There's 76 people watching on X right now.
There's how many?
Holy crap, really?
76 people.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Well, then I guess we're not going to get rid of.
Let's go, Trump.
Oh, I know what I can do.
comment.
You know what I can do? I can go into YouTube right now and close it down in YouTube itself.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were doing.
No, I mean I have to go to actually YouTube and log into YouTube and stuff.
Heads up your ass.
Oh, I see. Okay, wait,
Heads
here
up
it
the
is.
ass.
Okay, I'm gonna hit pause. We're gonna do this. I think it's because I'm on this one. Okay, so let me go here. Let's go here. And let's just say fuck you, YouTube, and then YouTube. I don't know why it always goes to that one. So let's go here. Let's go to view your channel. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
What the hell? Why does it do that?
YouTube Studio. That's what we got to do. And let's go to content. Go to live. And go to. Well, let's go into here. I guess got to do it this way. And now, how do you stop
Yeah, there's 30 on Rumble.
Interesting. There's got to be a way to stop it, isn't there? Without actually deleting it. Make it sure delete forever. What can I do here? What can I do here? Try this. Edit. Oh. More actions. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe I can't do it. Well, I guess maybe then we should get everybody from X to go over and watch us on Rumble, right? And then I can shut this one down. Because it's not letting me just turn it off.
Yeah, but I can't find the one with the service.
So which one?
Find the one of the new statue. Yeah.
Oh, Donnie. Donnie wants another treat. Oh, he wants chicken. That's what he wants. Let me see if I can go here and just do it on my channel this way. Create. Go live. Hold on. If I go in here, maybe. Okay, so this one. Manage. Manage. Let's see. How do you end it now? Well, let me end it from this side. Edit. Nope. Analytics. That says not connected. Oh, well. All right, guys. So if you guys want to go, what should I do? Should I stay on YouTube or not? What do you guys think? Cope. You're the boss.
I don't know. Totally up to you.
Because I don't want to delete this one. View in live control room. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
Oh, California.
Oh, here we go. End stream. I think I got it. All right. Ended stream. Dismiss. I think I got it.